This is the episode that's going to get us canceled.
Oh, yeah, this is the one.
It's probably getting close. It's in a school?
Yeah.
Yes.
With a boss? This just sounds like you guys are going to lose everything you got real quick.
Yeah, what? If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
They fit in the courtroom. What do you mean?
That wasn't even about barrel covers. That was just about being.
Yeah.
So like,
Rule number 1, treat every weapon as if it's a SIG P320. They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah.
When men were men.
Yeah.
soft hands, bro.
I mean,
Can we play Home Alone and Iron Horse?
we just start tripwiring stairs.
I'll bring the cinder blocks.
I show up on the top of the stairs like, by the way, guys, I have a tarantula.
Robotic spider.
All right.
I don't
I don't
care.
want you to get fired. And
Why would I get fired? What
I'm
do you
trying
mean?
to get him fired.
What are you talking about?
I think we should get him fired. I mean, hey, Mitch, how are you?
it's safe to say that Mitch is not a member of Hollywood.
Not at all.
Anthony, do me a favor. Just slide like 6 inches to your left. There you go. Perfect.
Anthony, do me a favor and just try to floss with.
Did you see Brandon Herrera's
Run for Congress again?
Kurt Cobain shotgun video?
I did.
Great fucking video.
I think he kind of proved that Kurt Cobain was murdered.
That seems right.
Allegedly.
I feel like it's definite. I feel like that's definite.
Yeah. I feel like his fucking head would have tacoed, and that wasn't the case. But
Heroin addicts, if they do kill themselves, they do it by ODing. They don't do it by blowing their brains out.
Well, have you ever read his note where he talks about like his imaginary friend? You ever see that?
That was in his note?
Note.
So the last time I read a note, I was in high school. And I just remember it was like some kind of poetic, like I become what I've hated, and it's so phony, and everything's so lame. It was like very grunge from what I remember.
He was very much like definitely sad and depressed, but very like my best friend was here for me, blah blah blah, and it's like he's imaginary. So would Courtney know about that?
Well, Courtney wrote the note, so
That's my point. That's my go-to. That's what I'm saying. He's not like I'm just sad. He's like, oh, and this important fact about me, no one knows.
yeah,
Except for this lady.
yeah, you don't collect textbooks that are dedicated to teaching you how to copy people's handwriting and then have a whole catalog of practice notes in your drawer, you practicing your husband's handwriting for just no reason.
OJ wrote a book saying, if I did it, this is how I would do it. So
I think his son did it.
I'm actually with you on that.
Yeah.
Did you watch the documentary on? I think there's a documentary.
I did. I think it's It makes way more sense.
The glove would fit his son.
Yeah, maybe.
This
Who knows?
explains so much when you said your favorite episode was the conspiracy theory one.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I loved the whole fucking thing. The whole time I was like, ooh.
Well, it makes sense that OJ's so shameless about it. Because if his son did do it and he got his son out of a life sentence in prison,
Right?
he'd be like, he'd be like,
fine.
he'd be like, I saved my son.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
also that dumb bitch is dead. Yeah.
The whole trial's weird though. So there's no like, but he's also really like, I definitely didn't do it. Like he's very much like got him. Like I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't try me again, but
Yeah.
also I didn't do it.
there's the video of
Why'd
him,
you wink twice after you said that?
There's the
What?
video of him scaring the reporter.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, and then OJ had what I think he considered to be a joke. And then it cuts to him. He pops around the corner and he scares her, and he's like, ah.
Yeah.
This is like right after his.
Oh man.
This was like pretty soon after his innocent verdict.
What if he stopped? He's like, wait, no, it's this way.
You ever see him? I think it's like some NFL game, and he's wearing the gloves from the. It's like the same gloves from. The
Oh,
evidence.
God.
He's like doing the whole thing with like black weather gloves on.
And they fit.
Oh yeah, he brought the
They
right
fit
size.
in the courtroom. What do you mean?
He was
Did you,
like, oh, he like had his hand all flayed out, like
Was he like pretending
yes,
to make it not fit? Like,
yeah.
oh man, there's no way I can get this glove on.
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit. That was a circus. Slowest police chase in history.
Yeah, but it's OJ.
Yeah.
He's the juice.
Yeah.
The greatest meme template of all time.
Yeah, even Trump used it recently. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is this? Like, what are you doing?
Just trying to be a meme lord.
Which meme template?
OJ driving on the highway with 1,000 cop cars behind him. You haven't seen that? And they have like South Park Trump and South Park Vance, which I love South Park Vance. I can't stress that enough. Out of all the JD Vance memes, South Park just knocked it. Like,
Yeah, South Park JD Vance.
That guy's going to be the president in 3 years.
Yes.
the memes are going to be great. I'm going to be,
This one.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe the words were please and thank you, Mr. Zensky. Are we just breaking the ice here for
Yeah. Get it going.
Okay.
Trying to open the seal, you know what
so
I mean?
we can say things that are not going to be kept.
record it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Nobody's running for office here. We knew that.
I love that. We need to bring the skits back.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Zulu 24 podcast. As always, I'm joined by Anthony from Brown Toast Studio, Jordan from Zulu Outdoor. And today we have a special guest, Mitch, Meme Lord.
Oh, meme lord. Okay.
Yeah. Is here with us today. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
This is the episode that's going to get us canceled.
Oh, yeah. This is the
Yeah,
one.
it's probably getting close.
Because we were just talking about the monthly update when Dave introduced the podcast, my brain was processing that he was going to say, welcome to the Zulu 24 monthly update.
You all right?
So, Mitch,
So, Mitchell.
you make the best memes,
Thanks, bud.
and you're so quick with it too.
I appreciate you. Well, in fairness, it's an app, but yeah, it's me being like, I don't know, witty, and then me having access to the internet.
I think it's the timing too. Like when the renovations were happening on the field and the field opened up, and you were making the memes about that. Like,
I feel like it was one every 20 minutes.
It was fantastic. Like, I was trying to
I said
refresh
it-
the feed. Give me more. I need more.
I sent you something recently. I wanted you to make a meme out of.
So when we were doing the renovations, we like towards the end when we were like, all right, like I think we're going to be open soonish. Like we filmed that little thing and I was like, do we have to send it to Mitch? And I was like, wait. I was like, I'm the only one who doesn't have his number. Like if he gets it from me, it's just going to be this like random text from a random number, and it's just going to be this little video clip. And so, what was going through your head?
Well, I said, who the fuck is this? And then I was like, I don't want to either A, get somebody fired, or B, like when I come and you're at the door, you're like, nope, get the fuck out of here. Go the fuck home. I don't know where you got that video. I think I texted you.
Yeah, you texted me and you were just like, what the fuck is that? And I believe I responded with, do with that what you will. Because when you sent that, I was still standing next to Dave. I'm like, oh, Mitch is texting me now. He's like, tell him to use it.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I had Dan's number. So I like texted Dan too. I was like, do you have like a different number or something? And he's like, no. I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Because that video we sent you, we recorded specifically to send to you because we never used that.
Nope.
Yeah, that was just a, hey, we're going to film this and then send it to Mitch and see what happens.
I was the one that sent it to you.
No, it's Dave.
No, it was me. It was my phone because he didn't have my phone number.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Dave because
Oh.
I remember pulling out mine to give him the phone number.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Rip.
Yeah, my memory.
Also, you were barely around during the renovations. There's a good chance you weren't even there.
Yeah, you helped like twice.
God,
I helped twice, but I was there.
you stepped on a nail once and you're like, fuck this, I'm out.
No,
You would walk out onto the field at like 3 o'clock, like climb up onto a Connex Hawks and be like, wow, guys, this is coming along real well. And then you just like clap your hands and be like, good job. And then walk away.
Yeah. No,
Well, the rest of us are like, okay, hour 13, go.
Yeah.
I have guns to work on, but I did Steve Jobs the hell out of it. I just like showed up eating like an apple, just like it's looking good, guys, looking good. What if we put a touchscreen on the side of the Connex box? What if
And
we
I'm
did
just like,
that?
Anthony, can you get off this fucking box? We need to stack one on top of it now.
Yeah, we all need to look death in the face real quick.
Yeah.
Stand by.
I thought I was gonna like help Dan out a lot more. I was like, oh, I can help with the chains and get in the Connex box. And then when I went up there to help Dan, like Dan just had it down pat. I was just getting in his way.
Yeah.
All right. I found the meme. Well, the thing I sent you that I wanted to make into a meme. So I discovered that the Jocko Underground podcast, if you watch it at half speed,
Oh my God.
Oh
This
my God,
again.
here we
if
go.
you watch it at
It's funny for 2 seconds. And then
It's
you're like, all
hilarious.
right.
Anthony, it's just like every other joke. You just beat it into the fucking ground.
if you watch the Jocko,
I like that he's still selling it. He's like,
Yeah.
No.
No.
You have to let him finish. If you don't, he'll just sit
no,
here.
you're tired of it because you've seen it already. But people who haven't, just watch any YouTube clip for the Jocko Underground podcast on YouTube and go to the settings, make it play at half speed. Draco sounds like your drunk buddy giving you advice in an IHOP at 2 a.m. So I was like, what else can we slow down so that we can sound drunk? And I have this one clip of me and Dave, and I think I sent it to you. Can you edit the background so it looks like me and Dave are in an IHOP at 2 a.m.?
I do want you to know, this is what he does. He'll just send me something and make me about this. He's like, do it. Do it. The night one was fucking funny, though. When you send me that, when you were like, yo, make this about the night games.
Which one?
I
I
think it was the Mighty Boosh.
Yeah, the light.
Yeah,
the light. Yeah.
That one I was crying.
Mitch being
That's
loud.
that skit is ridiculous. Like, what brain thought of that?
Well, that is the Mighty Boosh, right?
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember.
You don't know what the Mighty Boosh is?
Well,
Do you know what Old Greg is?
Nope.
Do you know what Old Greg is?
Probably, but not ringing a bell. Hold on, let me Google it.
You're gonna have to.
Educate me.
It's just, it was a show. You guys never watched it?
No.
No.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
You made a Brown Tech Airsoft Studios logo.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
ChatGPT did, but yes.
Yeah. So,
This? Yes,
have
I've
that.
seen this.
Yeah, Old Greg.
Yes.
and then we also have Trump tweets.
Nope.
Oh yes, the Trump tweets were great.
Brown Tech Studios, tremendous. An airsoft company doing unbelievably well. The best. The name Brown Tech, totally genius. I came up with it. Powerful, strong. They say brown toes, but honestly, fake news. What I know are results, and Brown Tech gets them. Like freaking. So ChatGPT made that one.
I had ChatGPT write it, and then I threw it into like a Donald Trump template.
I love this one too. Brown toenails. Are we still talking about this? It's fake news. Believe me, the media, they invent these things. Not true. My toenails, frankly, are tremendous. The best. Nobody has better toenails. This is a total witch hunt. Focus on real issues. Not this nonsense. And then the last sentence. Sad.
I had to literally like feed it like him talking about Epstein files or something through Twitter, and then like cut out Epstein and be like, it's brown toes now. And ChatGPT would be like, oh, okay, I'll run with. If I just sent it as is, ChatGPT would be like, we can't touch this. This is stuff.
Right.
Lame.
It's not knowing how to prompt ChatGPT is a skill in itself.
I feel like you have to trick it sometimes.
There's
You have to like train. You have to train it literally.
Sure.
I have literally a ChatGPT thing to just make this. It's a whole. It's set well. Like
Yeah, there's a whole field of study about prompting AI.
Sure, that's going to be a new job. Like when you go to a corporate, you'll be able to be the ChatGPT prompt person,
Coordinator.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like your whole job is taking what a human says and understanding how to get ChatGPT there. You know what I mean? To like work on what you're actually working on. That's definitely going to be a job if it's not already. I mean,
Well, that was like for Milsim Day. You weren't here for the last one, but Dylan and I had the bomb prop.
Mhm.
And we were trying to figure out how to make like a schematic that the players would have to find to assemble it. And I forgot the image generating AI that we were using for a little while.
Midjourney.
Midjourney. You know how hard it is to try and prompt Midjourney to make that without saying bomb?
So I think ChatGPT actually is a pretty good image generator as well. And when I was doing stuff for the PAA,
Yeah.
the pregame stuff, all the fluff, all the emails you get with like the warning orders and all this shit. I was able to like, it was coming up with ideas like, oh, so this is how, well, after I explained what Airsoft is, and like 4 hours later,
So it's like paintball.
yeah, pretty much. Right. It was able to be like, oh, do you want to give the other team a follow-on mission because of what it was creating connections between the teams that I hadn't even seen. And they were like, no, because in the storyline, you could say this because these two teams are doing this and the PA's over here doing this. And it was like actually really fucking cool.
Huh.
Yeah, it was actually really fucking cool, but it took about 3 or 4 hours to get there.
you just got to train it.
That's it.
So that's all it is.
He's like, you start with a puppy dog and you're like, sit.
Well, I remember the day that
Good boy.
he was fucking around with ChatGPT and it asked it if it knew he asked it if it knew what Zulu 24 was, and it thought we were an airsoft team.
Yes.
Yeah, it's much better now. Now it's like, oh, it's a
like an
Airsoft field and
Yeah.
these.
Even when you guys were doing the renovations, when I started making the fake photos, and when like you guys were really close and I was making, I was like, oh, it's much. Like there was just random guys just laying face down in the dirt. By the end of it, it was like it looked like Big Fat and Dave were like really making deals out there. Like I was like, this is crazy. But it was interesting watching it go from like I don't know, you guys are close to like what 6 months,
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
It sounded
2 months.
so much
Felt like
longer.
it felt like 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
so bad.
Well, 7 days a week.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a good time. Have you played a Milsim Day?
Yeah, I did all of them.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
What'd you think of them?
I like them. I think they're cool. I like that they're always changing. I don't know how you guys are gonna keep going with it, but I'm excited.
Yeah, we got plans because he was going to be part of the group if we were going to use role players, but then
All right, yeah, I didn't want to say that.
no, that's
here.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like we tossed that.
Oh,
idea out.
I put a nix on that. I
Yeah.
was like, "Whoop, this is only number 2." Like,
Yeah,
or this is number 3.
three.
Like,
Yeah.
let's,
But even then, the fact that you guys are thinking ahead and you guys could technically almost have like a folder of options to be like, oh, hey, this one's not going to work, but we can flop this one.
Yeah, that's kind of what we did.
I think
'Cause
that'll be.
when Dave, like Dylan was really hardcore on the role player thing. And in the beginning, when he brought it up, even I was like, I don't like this.
yeah.
And we kind of like butted heads on it for a little bit. And then we worked it out where I'm like, I'm comfortable with it, but we should run it by Dave. And you kind of said the exact same thing that I said. So we just went to Milsim Day number 4 and pulled ideas from that and put it in Milsim Day number 3 because we were like, we already have a bunch of these written out. We are going to try something new this time, which is totally okay to talk about on the podcast. You're going to have outposts that you can take over. And if you kind of like Gray Zone,
Yeah.
if you take over those outposts, you can respawn there. And they're going to be outside of the advanced and secure route. So like if you take over this specific area on the field and then you go find a respawn clay, because we're going to use clay pigeons like Dave's done for events and Gun Gamers started it.
That's where I stole it from.
Yeah.
And they know that.
Yeah.
I
like,
told him straight up. I was like, I'm stealing that. And he's like, go ahead.
I made the joke in the shop the other day. I was like, I'm stealing it from Dave, and Dave stole it from Gun Gamers. So we're all just stealing Gun Gamers ideas.
Yeah.
If the respawn clay gets shot out, then you can't respawn there. But it's an in-game asset. So if you see that another player is carrying those back to their CP, you can kill them and take it from them, and now your team can use it.
It is nice because I think I played one of the Gun Gamers where they did that, and like I think it was in Mosque. My whole team cleared Mosque, and I think it was me and Ref Josh, and we were like, "Oh, look, bam, bam," and we're like, "That's it. We don't even have to come back here.
Yeah, they can't respawn
here."
Yeah.
And we just kept moving. I was like, "But my whole team already walked through Mosque." It was like,
Had
"We're good."
they not done that, those players could have come back and fucking
That's what I'm
respawned.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, and me and Josh were like, "Yeah, we got to take these out."
Yeah, it's weird though, because one of the issues we run into is like not giving you all the information up front so that you can discover this information through the commander packet.
Yeah.
But also that's kind of important, and players need to know that's going to be a thing during the game. So working it into the game brief where we're not just saying like, hey, your 3 o'clock mission might be this or your 4 o'clock mission might be that, but here's some in-game assets that are going to be in play, so you need to know about it.
Yeah, I didn't like the role players. I was like, imagine paying $40 to come play Airsoft for the day, and then somebody's just like, oh, you're going to be a role player for the last 6 hours of the day.
Yeah.
Like, that's lame. Like,
Yeah, and that's why I didn't really love it, and I kind of said the exact same thing, and then it turned into giving them respawns and then making it more complicated. And I'm like, now we're just making a third team, man.
yeah, really. It really is just 13, which you can do.
Yeah.
Like there's a world where that can work. I just think that the whole purpose and point of Milsim Day was just to kind of expose the general player base to a little bit more structured approach, so that way when we do ops, it's not foreign to them to be like, oh, we got to stick with our squads. What'd you think about it?
I feel like that's a good point. I don't know. It really works. That's how I'm going to put it to you. Like, because you're technically almost like militia training your fan base to be like, oh, and hey, if there was an op you wanted to go to, now you know you need to bring water. You need to have radios. Do your radios work? Like, do you understand how to follow? Like,
Can't be a good leader unless you're a good follower. You know,
kind of have daycare for Milsim going on here.
kind of is, right?
You,
Yeah, that's-
you just confirmed.
Shut up. Bleep that out.
ChatGPT actually also talks about it. They're just like, yeah, they do underground boogaloo training.
Yeah?
No,
Oh.
I made that up.
I did some last Sunday.
But they mentioned Blood Diamond. Like ChatGPT is talking about
Saturday.
Blood Diamond, KWA Tactical League,
Oh, shit.
These are major conflicts.
flea markets. Those are major
That's what
conflicts.
I'm saying.
Well, you should probably tell ChatGPT that KWA and Tactical League are no longer the same thing.
Should also tell it that we're postponing fucking Crossroads.
It's saying that
Somebody
entry.
messaged about Crossroads.
It's
the
saying
other day.
open play entry is $5.
$5?
No, I'm kidding. No, it is outdated though. It says $30.
Oh yeah, it's really outdated.
It's in the ballpark.
Oh, and the address is
580 Tolman Road. Oh, that's
the old one. Yeah.
No, but there it is. Primarily located 380 Memory Road.
Oh yeah.
But there's also mention of 580 Tolman Road. That's if that property wasn't so fucking expensive, dude. That's legitimately 120 acres.
Yeah.
And it's got a cell phone tower on it, which is just residual income.
Not even that. Right there, you wouldn't have to worry about Aries Alpha. You'd have a perfect signal.
Boy, you think that.
I know.
I have Verizon, so I could be literally standing right underneath it. Unless I buy a new phone, I have no signal.
My phone's getting to that point.
Yeah. We were getting, like, I'll call it a shakedown from the old owner of the old property. And like, compared to what we pay here, we paid nothing in rent. I mean, absolutely fucking nothing, dude. It was sub $1,000 a month, dude, to rent that place. It was almost a favor. But he saw that it was like becoming bigger and bigger. So like every 2 weeks we had to go over to his house and he'd sit down and talk about, he'd show us the tax bill and all this shit. And one time he laid down the tax bill and like the paper kind of like slid, and underneath it was like the check from the cell phone carriers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It was like 80 grand a month he was making on that fucking cell phone tower, dude.
Oh geez.
Yeah, dude. Well, and he wanted to sell the property for $3 million, which I guess is appropriate.
Yeah, you would make your money back with the cell phone tower.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. But if you own the property, have them paying you for the cell phone tower, and you're running a business on it that's profitable, that would be pretty fucking dope.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Did you ever play at the old field? You played at the old field.
Yep.
Yeah.
I only drove by the old field. That's the one near Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a nightmare in the spring and the fall because the driveway was mud. But
Yeah, I was going to say the downside of that being the infrastructure wasn't there.
it was nothing.
Yeah. Like if you wanted to long-term stay there, buy the property and build it up, like you would have had to build a building. You would have had to do the plumbing and the whole.
Well, I would have done strip mall,
Yeah.
because right there on 208, like,
Yeah.
somebody's going to rent that shit out, dude.
Yeah.
So
Build it and they will come. I mean, to be fair, there's a bunch of strip malls along 208 out there.
sure, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that the old property though, the one thing that it really doesn't have that the current property has is it doesn't have
terrain.
the terrain.
Yeah.
And the backside is all swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. We only played that property is 120 acres. We probably only used 50 of it.
Okay.
Mario and I walked one time, like, cause up near the cell phone tower, if you just like went out, it went out forever. And we walked it one time. It's huge. I mean,
I don't
even
get
with the driveway and that big open field, because again, all that's part of the property or whatever. Even with all that, it was fucking huge, dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would have been, kind of daydreaming, but also theoretically, if you'd stayed there, paved a road in, there's a world where instead of the field being where staging area was and then going outward from that,
Oh no, you bring it out towards the road.
you could either bring it out towards the road or hell, staging area could still be there, but now the field is played this way next to it.
Yeah.
Where now you have all of that open area. Because I remember going deep to the left of the staging area, kind of out. No, the drug lab was further that way, but like going through the woods in that area, going, this is fucking dope.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of infrastructure out there.
No.
You guys just hadn't built anything.
No.
But you built a drug lab? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
That's what we called it.
That's what
Yeah,
it was
I'm just
called.
I'm
It
just
was
asking,
like
I was never there. I was just asking questions.
it was like a rickety wooden building.
Yeah, it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
We just called it drug lab.
I didn't know if it was like a drug lab when you bought it. You were like, oh,
No, we just had some like
I found this.
that whole field was built on scraps and pallets and shit like that. And then when I came on board, that was the first time that I had actually like invested in like proper building shit.
Yeah, because you could see the progression of it. Like CQB was dope.
It's fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. 2 stories in that CQB would have been
Oh, that
fucking
would have
awesome.
been dope.
Yeah.
Hey, it would have been easier to build connexes over there.
Yes, it would have.
Yeah,
It
we
was
wouldn't-
flat as fuck. Over
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna say it was flat as fuck. Could have done everything we wanted to do.
Oh, dude, it'd have been like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's
Could
it.
have been in and out.
Like still, it's not peeved, but just slight disappointment. Like we couldn't do the second overpass, and I'm just like, fuck, it was so good. It was such a good idea.
It would have balanced it. Too.
Yeah, it
Like,
would have.
way better.
Well, even then, like we noticed Saturday with the oddball game that Dylan and I came up with, there's a distinct advantage to the far side spawn for that game, which is completely the opposite of how every other CQB game runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you played that. Like both teams, when they spawned far side, won.
It's I feel like because you can get there faster. I don't really even think it's like the overpass at all. I think it's just like the way that it's set up.
I think it's because
It's a full lane instead of like, you have to make turns. So people are like, oh, I don't want to go around the corner. Where the other side, you're just like, bop.
Yeah, that's really what it kind of boiled down to, because the team spawning behind the fortress is spawning behind the fortress. They have to run around it, then to the main road and sprint. Even though the box, like we measured it out on Aries, like it's exactly in the center. That team that spawns behind the fortress just doesn't get there first.
Maybe you spawn them in the courtyard.
Might be a skill issue, honestly.
It could also be, well, you would say that, but both teams had the same problem.
I was on the losing team. I know. It's a skill issue.
It should be quicker for a team of people to run out from behind the Connex than if they're all starting in the courtyard.
It should be.
Should be.
Yeah, because then they would have to go out of the courtyard, out of the
They have
door.
to funnel out of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a valid point.
Also, it could be the perception that it's like a really far walk. And the moment they see they have open field, if they see anybody on the opposite team that's running out,
Yeah.
like
And both teams had the same strategy. They grabbed the box and went into the slums.
Yeah.
Ah, the slum.
Yeah.
the slums.
I like that area. It's very slummy.
It's honestly the field's set up for, especially CQB City. It's set up really nice.
I still want to do one more street. I want to go one more street up the hill.
Take out like more loans and just
Yeah, why not?
go
You know,
with
fuck it. Yeah,
Come on.
fuck.
I'll do like a monthly, like 20. What do you want? $20 a month? I'll do that. Like a Patreon or something. You could start that. you
Fuck,
know.
we need something, man.
GoFundMe.
I'm about to go get like reevaluated for my VA disability. Like, please.
Everything's
Why?
actually gotten worse.
Why?
Do it. Answer it.
Oh, Richie, we are live on the podcast. What's up?
We have a caller.
Caller.
Oh, shit.
First time caller.
It's
Long time listener.
crazy, bro.
So don't
I know
say
you're
anything
filming
outlandish. Yeah, we're filming right now because we have another guest.
Oh, I just wanted some good pictures of new CQB. I got to show a guy that's going to travel and come. They haven't
see,
seen
we
it.
just
I'm
talked about
showing them.
Right.
Yeah.
This was
that's
not
why.
planned.
This was not planned at all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can send you some photos.
All right. Well, get back at it.
Okay.
Tell them to go to
See you
Google Earth.
Yeah, or just tell them to look at the Instagram. But I'll send you some photos.
All right. Cool. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Bye, everybody.
See you, bud. Oh, Richie.
Oh, look, I'm getting a phone call now.
It's Rich.
We should do live calls.
No.
Go ahead, call in. Bug it.
That would require. Oh, well, no, they could just call the Zulu phone number.
Yeah. And we just do this.
Yeah, but then you'd have to promote that you're doing it, and then they wouldn't be able to watch it unless you did it on like Instagram Live.
And then when they ask like ridiculous questions and we just cut the entire segment.
No, you don't cut the entire segment. You just cut like the offensive words. It's way funnier that way. But now we just gave them that idea. Some people are like, oh, I have genuine questions. And then there's always like 5 that are just like, I'm going to say the N word on there as loud as I can. She's like, fuck.
So if you want, we normally record Mondays around 10 a.m. So if you call the Zulu phone number Monday at 10 a.m., you might be a live caller.
Bro.
I don't know why you'd put that out there. It's a bad idea.
That might be a problem.
We're gonna get a call on Monday. You're gonna pick it up thinking like, oh, somebody's calling. And it's gonna be like, yeah. So I have There's 8 kids. We're doing a birthday party. Do you? The rentals. Where that you can give them the airsoft and
It's
protective vest and how much does that cost?
They just be like, hi, caller, you're live.
Or the opposite effect where they call, they press whatever number it is for the shop, and like Barbara or JoJo picks up the phone and they're just like, hey, is this the podcast? And she's like, no, what are you talking about?
This is Patrick.
Dude, when did you start playing airsoft? I feel like you're an old head.
No, So 2 years ago, I started playing here.
Okay.
Okay. And then I played when I was like 12. That's it.
So you had a bit of a break.
I started doing cars, right? Because cars are cool. I did cars for a while. And then funny enough, I don't know if you know Grant, but Grant, right? Grant used to have a shop. And then one day he's like, yeah, I'm like getting out of cars. And I'm like, I'm tired of spending so much money on cars. it's so much money for stupid things. But and he's like, oh, you ever play Airsoft? And I'm like, oh, I used to play Airsoft when I was a kid. And he's like, oh, it's way better. He's like, you should check it out. And he's like showing me, I don't know what he had, but I was like, oh, that's cool. We went to Strike Force. I had an okay time. And then I went home and I was like, dude, there's a field 15 minutes from my house. And then I came here and I was like, oh, this is the shit. I don't want to do indoor ever again. I was like, this sucked. I was like, at least this, I feel like I'm getting like half exercise, half fun. Like, yeah, not an old head.
Weird.
No.
Yeah, because I was going to say,
carry
I feel
yourself
like, you
like
just
an old head.
appeared out of nowhere.
No.
One day.
Yeah, technically, honestly, I probably did just appear. When I started playing, Drew was still taking photos.
Yeah, that was about 2 years ago.
Drew.
Andrew.
Oh.
Yeah, when he was trying to do his like airsoft photography on Sundays, and then it got like real confusing with the player base.
Oh yeah, that wasn't very long ago at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Mitch just kind of appeared out of nowhere one
Yeah.
time.
You're a fucking noob.
Yeah.
Normie.
If you go back
Fucking
far
normie.
enough, yeah, it gets real bad. If you go back far enough.
What was your first gun? What'd you come out here with?
I bought a SEMA AK because it was the cheapest one on e-bike.
Smart.
Not a bad choice.
It
Smart.
was garbage.
But
Is
not
it
a bad
really?
choice.
No, I don't even have any. I gave it to my buddy. I was like, here, take it. I upgraded the motor. I did something else, and I was like, I don't like AEGs.
Was it a plastic body?
Yeah, the whole
Okay, that's
the
why.
whole fucking the buffer tube was like
There's
Yeah.
no buffer tube.
it had a buffer tube.
It's an AK. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like a contractor.
It was somebody took a picture of an AK and said, I can fucking That's what that was.
Somebody drew a picture of an AK.
That was.
that was definitely a SEMA sport line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I bought a SEMA AK, 2015, 2016, and it's just my OP4 gun. It's called Rashid. We did a whole "Is it normie?" about
Is
that.
it normie to name your guns and etch it on the side?
Is it normie to, as soon as you buy it, you sand off all the finish on the wood, immediately pour coffee on it, drag it through the mud, make sure, and then sand the metal parts that they get rusty, and then write Rashid on it, and then hang it up wet.
Fantastic move.
Oh, dude.
I feel like that's commitment though.
Yeah,
That's
it is
not-
commitment.
That's not normal. I don't know. Yeah.
It's a very specific gun for one very specific game that we don't even do anymore. And I guarantee you, if we put a battery in it right now, it will shoot.
Yeah.
Probably because it's only got 400 rounds on it. But
I'm gonna sound like Anthony for a second. SEMA has 3 lines:
Mhm.
sport, standard, premium, or platinum. The sport line, which is what he bought, trash.
Hell yeah.
The standard line, which is what that is,
Yeah.
pretty good. That's like the SEMA AKs we know and love, and then
You
the
bet.
platinums are what he wants to work on. Yeah.
elitist.
Thank you. I didn't. You did it so I didn't have to.
Yeah. Well, I also made it so it was only about 30 seconds of like tech dump and not 12 and a half minutes.
Thank God.
You need to talk about the gear ratio.
Yep.
No.
Damn.
Jesus. So then what'd you get after that? After you sold off that, your SEMA?
Is that the
I
KWA
bought
460?
no. Was that? No. I bought another AEG, some stupid. I bought it at FAA because the AK wasn't rated for indoors. So I was like,
Oh, yeah. You bought a Specna.
yeah, I needed the thing
Yeah.
with the quick change spring. And then I was sitting there and I was like, I spent $150 on that. And like, it was like $40 a mag. And I was like, gas guns aren't that much. And then Grant was like, I'll give you a good deal.
Yes, I remember this.
That's it. Ronnie sold me his guns for no reason at all. I feel like that was a bad deal. I told him it was a bad deal. It's the same thing with Dan. I love Dan, but when Dan was like, I just want the Avalon so I can use the Boss, I was like, that's a bad deal. Are you sure you want to do
Yeah.
this? Like, I really haven't had bad luck with gas guns so far.
Yeah, because Mitch won the Avalon at the anniversary game
Yeah.
at like $600 M4.
That's right.
Yeah, and Dan traded him his Tokyo Marui MWS with like what, 6 mags?
Four
Which-
mags, but
four
still,
mags.
still.
Still, that's like $1,200 in gun and mags for that.
You gave it to me. I closed the box and I threw it in my trunk and I drove to Zulu probably 2 weekends in a row. And then Dan was like, I'll fucking trade that because it works for my boss. I'm like,
That's the gun that
that's a good deal.
Dan has that always breaks on him.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good trade. You made a good trade.
I told both of them, bad trade. This is not a good trade. I wasn't like, oh, yeah. Even now, like, I don't love the LM4, the KWA, but I want it back from Ronnie. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
don't
right.
use it, give it back to me.
Right. You traded Ronnie the LM4 for the AKs. Yeah, because Ronnie had collected all of the GHK AKs that were in our friend group. He had mine, he had Sean's, he had all of our mags. Gave all of them to Mitch.
Yeah.
Jesus.
2 AKs, 9 mag, or 8 mag, something stupid. It's
Yeah.
not
I love
crazy.
your AMD.
My AK AMD, my Mutant.
Did you mod it to be an AMD or did you find one that
You
already
just
had?
buy the underguard,
Yeah.
the hand grip. That's it. And then it's cast blowback. So you literally, which is weird. I do want to say this. It's weird that like if you get reproduction airsoft parts, sometimes it's like $40. 'cause
Yeah.
we had to cut it out of metal. But then you just find the real military surplus, and like, $12. It's rusted. Just take it. We don't care. Like free shipping.
Also, because it's an AK and airsoft, like chances are you buy the airsoft AK part doesn't fit.
All the real AK parts fit.
Yeah.
I love it. And the best part is if it doesn't, you just do AK shimming, which is like beer cans. Like just shim it out
Every
that
AK
little bit.
is a sculpture.
I love it.
I put like a different stock on my real AK, and it was still a hammer, filing. Like you're always gonna have to do that with AK furniture.
It's like the airsoft industry. They have, like, you go to buy a part and they have the same part 3 different times because it's like, this one's for SEMAs, this one's for GHKs, this one's for LCTs. If you buy the wrong one, shit's not going to fit.
If you buy the right one,
It's probably still not going to fit.
you're still gonna be there with a hammer and a file,
Yep. Sandpaper and a
and
Dremel.
aluminum taped.
3 hours in a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to dip my. I had a gas gun a long time ago, and it was just like I didn't like that. I didn't feel like I was effective.
I think I told you earlier, it makes you a worse player, which to me, I'm like, I love this. I
Yeah.
love being miserable. I don't know what it is. When I'm playing airsoft, I'm like,
I think gas guns are more for the user's experience. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
but back then, like full auto was standard. Like everybody's shooting full auto. Polar Stars had just come out, and there was nobody had fucked up enough to make like a rate of fire cap or anything like that. So it was the fucking Wild West. And so with a LM4, you were just like, Pachoo! And then the return fire is like minigun times 5. Bzzz. You're like, okay, well, this sucks. Not to mention the LM4 hop up is garbage, but
Trash.
but I'm thinking about dipping my toes back in more so now because I don't really care so much about the kills. I want to have fun.
Well,
So
I'll throw you under the bus for a second when you were like, you shouldn't play with a Bosch unit on your gas gun. And I was like, I'm still going to do it after Dan lit himself on fire.
oh, you've been the guinea pig, brother.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll play with the fire stick every weekend. I want to win a Darwin Award. When you were like, oh, yeah, and then I just have to have like Anthony print me one of the Magwell adapters. I was like, oh, you're going to use the fire stick? Oh, we're going to do this? Okay. Yeah.
Now, well, was it MWS?
Yeah.
That's not the fire stick. The fire stick's the GHK.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's still not smart. Still not smart. However,
Do not do it.
I've been watching him for the last 6-8 months.
Yeah.
And he hasn't blown up yet. So
And it's sick.
you
You can't leave that out. It is sick.
No, it's cool.
Fun time.
Every time I shoot a boss, I'm like, it's cool. It makes noise. I shoot yours. I'm like, I kind of just want to like
Yep.
just take this home with me. This is so nice. Like
Gas gun Bosch unit's fun.
it's
Yeah.
heavy as
So
all
I
fuck,
think
though.
we have a line. One of his buddies selling MWS. How many mags?
8 mags.
8 mags for a decent
A
price.
steal. No, a
A
fucking
steal.
steal of a price.
Yeah.
I told him how much he wanted it for.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, fuck yeah, buy that.
Yeah. And why not?
It's more fun. It's for you. That's all.
That's what I mean. I've ascended in airsoft to the point where I don't really.
I went back.
I'm playing for me now. you know,
Yeah,
like-
like I suck, but I have a great time.
Yeah,
like
like-
even what was the game Saturday? The same game that I gave my gun to that kid.
Oh, yeah. That
I
was
would walk through the woods for 5 minutes, and I got shot. Like just shot. I'm like, I'm done. That's fine. I'm cool. That was fun. I had what I needed to do. I like walked through the woods. I did my like, I'm gonna evade you. It didn't work. I like that. I'll just walk back up. But I had fun. I'm not like, oh, these fucking guys. Like
these fucking
well,
guys.
that was also just a weird game because it was Battle for Fuel Depot.
and it was just the boys.
Yeah, and it was just the one team they were playing against because I don't remember the armband colors. They were
Red had Fuel Depot.
Red had Fuel Depot the entire game. And I'm like walking around trying to take photos and videos. I'm like, there's like no fucking shooting. Like this is the quietest Battle for Fuel Depot I've ever seen.
Yeah.
After the game's over, like Tom and all the boys are walking over. I was like, where were you guys? Like, I'm surprised I didn't see Tom coming over the ridge with that fucking PKM just laying into dudes. He's like, we're being spawn camped. You're spawning a fisherman shack. What do you mean spawn camped? And he's like, they were on the berm for the range. And I go, what? Like, how? And he goes, I don't know. We walked back to respawn and couldn't leave because every time we try and leave respawn, they just have fucking line of sight on us. I go, why didn't you like, I don't know, maybe yell for a ref, be like, hey, we're actually being spawn camped. He's like, no, we just took it. He's like, we sat.
Or you go the other way around.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Well, so I think that's what the rest of Blue was doing. And then like what would happen is I'd be walking and I'm like, oh, we're getting pretty deep into the woods. And I turn around and African village after African village, I was like, where did my team go? I guess they I just kept crawling up the woods, but it was still a good game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to use it I was going to use the saw for the AMS game.
Oh, you're going to run the gas gun at AMS?
I think so. Why not?
Why not?
Why not,
More
dude?
power to you.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Ugh.
I mean, like the only rule set that's really going to hinder me is that you're not allowed to like reload mags out in the field. You have to do it back at like the respawn or whatever.
Oh, you can't even bring a speed loader for
Correct.
this?
Yeah. So,
Oof.
and what does the MWS mags hold? 30.
It's probably 30, 35. Right? 30, 35?
Yeah, about 30.
So, you know, I'll have to slow
And
it
you
down.
have, I can let them borrow 4.
Well, riflemen can only carry
Yeah, AMS has a mag restriction rule too.
it's
Jeez.
like 8 mags or something.
Yeah,
This is where gas blowback elitism comes in, and I'm like, it should just be across the board.
yeah. That's why, like, I'm doing it too. I'm running the MWS for the Guardian Center game, but on an average day at Zulu, I carry 14 mags. So I'm just like, fuck. I carry 14 so I can shoot a lot because they are only 30 round mags. Then you look at the AMS rule, and I think it's 7.
I thought it was 8, but
I think it's 7 plus 1 in the gun or something stupid like that.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, that's cutting my ammo in half. Basically, this sucks.
it's all right.
I'm surprised there's not a different rule set for gas.
Well, I don't want to shit talk AMS. I just have a slight critique. You can tell reading their rule set that it hasn't been updated in a long time.
Okay.
Like there's certain things in it, like there is clearly nothing to update shotguns. Like in the last 5 years, we've seen the progression of gas shotguns like the TM870, the TM Saiga 12, all the companies making similar systems. It still is like talking about shotguns being loaded by the 30 round shell and only being able to carry a certain amount. Or it talks about not having launchable tags, but then you see videos from recent AMS games where they're using launchable tags. So it's like, this is
I don't think they allow launchables. I don't think they've ever allowed launchables.
they have, because
I've definitely seen videos
there's a
of
jet video from Plius, the New Mexico game. What is that, Copperhead?
Oh, yeah.
Where he like did an intentional video, like how much money did we spend on pyro? And it's just them shooting tags left and right at
Oh,
that
wow.
game. And I'm like, but the AMS rule set says no launchable tags. But then if you read it further down, it says, well, depending on the AO, they may allow it the week before. And it's like,
All right.
okay, so like there's some weird things that reading through it over and over again, I'm like, I feel like the rule set should be updated. And also it's my belief that the EPM1 mag only exists because of AMS, because when you can only carry 7 mags, you might as well carry 7 250 round mags. you see the connection there? But yeah, that's why like I kind of wanted to ask Bo, like, hey, does this apply for gas guns? Because like if I can carry 14, I'm carrying 14.
You almost have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the letter of the law
Yeah.
just to see if I can do it.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, I'll only shoot when I know I can hit, which is complete bullshit.
We're going to be
As soon
using
as I-
God mode all the time.
No,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you got the MWS. You'll hit them.
Yeah.
Like,
they-
you're not
That
gonna
was
hit 'em.
that was the tipping point, right? Like up until I shot his, there has never been a gas gun that I shot that I was like, oh, this is pretty usable. And because, dude, so many people, and that's been my opinion for a long time. So, and people know that that's my opinion. So, like, oh yeah, well, you haven't tried this one, and I shoot it, and I'm like, dog shit.
Yeah.
It shoots like dog shit. I don't know how you sleep at night with this dog.
It's
The only-
copium.
Yeah, it really is.
It is. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, like the only gas gun that shot reasonably well up to that point was the
KWA MP7.
that one. Yeah, the MP7.
Because you
And
owned one of those too.
I did, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was just I could never get the mag holder.
It sucked.
Yeah, it just sucked. But then I shot his, and I was still, an AEG is going to outperform it all the time.
All the time.
However, like, did you have a EOTech on?
I either had an EOTech or ACOG. Oh no, I had an ACOG on for a while.
Okay, well, I can't remember what it was, but I remember the BB hit, like, in my head it's an EOTech and it hit within the circle. But if it was the ACOG, then it was so reasonably close that I was just like, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
you could actually use this thing.
I'm,
like,
I'm
oh
also
damn,
hyper autistic and always fucking with that gun.
sure, we'll see, but I might be a bit committed at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you may have also shot Kevin's, because I remember there was a day you shot Kevin's and you walked back in going, that's pretty usable. So I think he had an EOTech on his.
Maybe.
I'm going to sound like Anthony for a minute. There's been such a progression in gas gun parts because of the MWS, because it's TM and everybody loves TM and it's like Japanese black magic. Because of that system, there's so many companies that are making fine-tune adjustment parts. I don't want to go through the weeds of like having to actually like adjust my gas system on it, because that's a real thing. Like if you do X, it might cause Y, so you have to get it fine-tuned. But the hop up shit, like I showed you with mine, I have a PTW style hop up adjustment. So it's just like a 2 millimeter set screw. You tighten it or loosen it, same style. That mixed with a good hop up arm, mixed with good bucking. And then if you actually do the work to get your nozzle consistent, I see an FPS deviation of like 10.
Yeah, it's not
which
bad.
for Anthony would be horrendous.
Oh yeah.
For
For
a
a
gas gun, that's more than acceptable.
Yeah, it's way more than
Yeah.
acceptable. So then I don't see any weird inconsistencies. So yes, maybe it's not the tightest spread of like an AEG or a PTW.
Yeah.
But at least I know all 30 of those BBs are going in the same direction. I'm not getting weird underhop or overhop because of the FPS deviation.
I feel like with the LM4, that was the case.
That's the case with most gas guns.
Yeah.
I have the same problem with my GHKs. Like if it's all of a sudden hotter because my mags have been on my chest in the sun, I'm getting fucking overhops. And then it's like, okay, well now if the mag cools down too fast, I'm getting dips. Like that shit just doesn't happen with the MWS.
Yeah, the TM is so. I used the TM all winter last year. I didn't have an AEG. Every game that I came here for the winter was gas. It was just the TM.
And because they prioritized performance over realism with that, and it's got a higher cyclic rate because it's all lighter parts, like I showed you the plastic buffer, you can actually get away with that.
It's
Yeah.
and it's reliable. Like the mags aren't so much, but it is reliable the whole time.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, it's not deviating too much. My GHKs,
Oh, all over the place. Like I am a GHK fanboy, but the MWS is superior.
like my AK, I'm shooting in your direction. My
Yeah.
the MWS, I'm shooting at you. Any of the GHKs, I'm like shooting in your general direction.
I remember one summer I thought it'd be a fun idea to try and do a DMR build with one of my M4s, and then I realized after one game this was a terrible fucking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Your BB's not even in your scope anymore. Like
No, absolutely not.
You should do it. It's a commitment.
I think I am. I think I am. And I'm doing it more so just because I'm kind of looking for something new, like tired of the vanilla ice cream of PTW and
You're bored of all like 184 systemas you own?
yeah. The Infinity kit, I think I need to send back to get looked at because it's doing funky shit.
So Solink makes PTW parts,
Yes, but they won't work with the Infinity kit.
but like they have a brushless motor for the PTW,
Yes.
and it's pretty much Infinity kit performance.
Yes, but he's going to strip a piston. The torque on that's way too high.
Then got to upgrade the piston.
There
luck
is no
finding-
upgrade
yeah.
to the piston.
It's a Systema. They don't make upgrade parts. They just make
They just
replacement
make
parts.
really good fucking parts.
Somebody's gonna make it,
And it's going to
Somebody's
suck.
gonna make it.
Yeah. They can't match it for some reason.
It's the same progression AEGs took. It was like we want stronger motors to make things faster.
Sure.
And then it was like, okay, now we're stripping gears. Okay, CNC gears, super strong. It's like, all right, we're stripping pistons. All right, we're gonna get full metal rack pistons.
which PTWs already have.
The problem is that the tolerances are a lot more loose in an AEG than they are in a Systema.
Yes.
And so you can
with an AEG.
so
you
what I'm
tune-
saying is that these Chinese companies can make these fucking parts,
Yeah.
and no offense, but the Chinese precision is kind of an
Well,
oxymoron.
the Systema operating system requires that precision.
Yeah.
Whereas on an AEG, you have loose tolerances. Techs are tuning everything to fit and work right, but you don't have that same wiggle room with a Systema.
You have no wiggle room.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. But but the Solink stuff is neat. It won't work with the Infinity kit, but I do need to send mine back because that's the snappiest shit I've ever fucking shot.
It is really nice.
But
Cool.
I just hate the noise.
The Infinity
That's all-
kit.
I don't blame you.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I wish they made no noise. I'd be set. 250 rounds. I'd be in the woods. I'd have 2 mags. I'd be set.
You could just HPA tap one of yours.
I had HPA and then I ended up selling it. I
No, I'm
got
talking
it.
about like you could take like an HPA mag adapter, which I think is cool.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and then you could just HPA tap either the MWS or one of the AKs. Still not going to stop you from breaking the AK trigger group, though.
It's just for fun. It's just for my fun. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Oh God.
Yeah, gas guns are interesting as far as aftermarket parts. You either have like, if you look at any single component in a gas gun, like let's say it's GHK M4s and
Keep it stock. Just
well, I'm just using this as an
Yeah.
example, but like it's a GHK M4 and we're just looking at the nozzle. There might be like 20 or 30 nozzles on the market and only 2 of them work. And one of them is the OEM nozzle that you didn't have to replace to begin with.
Yeah.
Like that, like that is so much the case for gas guns. They're overall inexpensive parts. You buy it, you don't realize it sucks until you try to install it. Yeah. Well, now you use the part. Now you can't return it. And it's like, oh, well, sorry. Sorry that CNC aluminum nozzle didn't work for you.
You know what else?
Yeah.
Even with no, he's got a point.
Even with the mag restriction and all that stuff and the gasket and 30 rounds and all that stuff, now I can finally carry my pistol and potentially have a reason to fucking pull it out.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I have, dude, that pistol, the first time I fired it in probably 2 years was at the Gun Gamers fucking game where I was just concealed carrying it the whole time. And I didn't even fire that until like Sunday, I think.
That's why I like stopped and went, shit, I actually have to work on my pistol setup too. Because the GHK Glock is nice, but half the time the trigger locks up on me. So I actually have to make sure it works if we're going to AMS.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely.
no,
I already had my ticket.
I was talking about this in the context of before we bought tickets. Yeah, I actually have to like sit down and go, oh, what pistol am I bringing? Because I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use it, especially if you guys are running gas.
Oh yeah,
I might even get an extra mag for my pistol.
I'm not running gas. What are the mag rules for LMGs? You can't refill the box.
Correct.
But can you carry multiple boxes?
Yes.
How many?
I think only 2.
That's still a lot.
I can look it up.
I might run the cursed saw. Oh, but they want us to run boss units.
Yeah.
I can get a boss unit on it.
I don't know who they is, but we're Task Force Tinnitus, baby.
They is the rest of Task Force Tinnitus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got bullied into this because of boss units.
That's it.
Let's look it up.
How many do we have? We have like 5, 6, 7, 10.
Us 3. Tyler Erico, did he get one?
A ticket?
He's not coming.
Okay, so the 3 of us. Richie, that's 4.
Josh.
You have Dan.
5, 6. Dylan, I'm going to get him a boss unit. Tom's not going. He's going to a Gun Gamers game. So at least 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys the only boss units there?
No, I mean, there might be other players, but we specifically based our squad around as many people as possible having boss units. So we would just be Task Force Tinnitus.
At the Nomad, I think it was Nomad, but either way, at the Crescent Op, whatever it was that I went to, there was one guy there with the boss unit.
Nice.
And it was almost sad, right? Because you'd hear him like, you'd hear BBs and grenades, and you'd hear just one guy, pop, 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 and then it would stop. And then you'd be like, oh, I lost him. He's gone. Like, that's the end of that guy.
Gordy's gone, man.
Dude, he was so nice, though. The whole time, you just hear him popping off in a building. I'm like, if there was 2 of them, at very least 2, it would have been.
That's what it was like when we first got our boss units. Because
I used to hunt them.
It was just the 3.
It was so easy.
It was just the 3 of us. And like, we rarely got to play all 3 of us at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was just one of us with the boss. And like, we'd be sneaking through the woods. And like, once we started firing, we get everybody killed.
Yeah.
We give ourselves away. We get killed. But we didn't care. We were like, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
The first like 2 weeks, there was people I would watch, like you shoot or Jordan shoot somebody, and they'd be like, hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's not even in the line of fire. And he's like, oh, what is that?
Yeah. The first time Jordan and I played on the same team, we stuck together, and there was like a group of people that kind of like went with us.
Oh, yeah.
And we hit contact, and we both went God mode. So we weren't firing BBs, but we were just firing the boss unit. And I was just like, this is Airsoft. Like, this is the pinnacle. Like, this is what it should be. It should be fucking loud and aggressive. And, you know, there's an argument to be made about blank fire, but this is the attainable and sustainable way that Airsoft could be fucking elevated, dude. It's just through this. Like,
well, we also always make the joke that cover fire in Airsoft doesn't work unless it's like extremely accurate.
Yeah.
Or is suppressing fire. Boss units, that changes because the moment you start shooting, people just duck.
Bro, for like the first 2 weeks, people were diving.
Yeah.
I'd shoot at people and they were like,
still happen.
Like diving. They weren't just like taking a knee and looking around. Like they were like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, it kind of hampers your perception of where the BBs are impacting. Not so much where the shooting's coming. Usually it's like, oh, where's the shooting coming from? But like, if it was close, you'd hear it. You hear the BBs hitting the twig. But now you just hear the loud bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, you don't know.
And you're just like, oh, I should probably get into cover.
I need to do something. I need to do something.
I probably should have just stand here.
That's why it's going to be fucking wild. If we have 7 all in one building at Guardian Center. Oh,
you have Dan there anyway. So,
oh, yeah.
If the boss unit's going to get well used.
I'm going to wear ear pro for that.
Yeah.
You should.
If Dan plays, I'm like, are you playing? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to use the boss unit. I'm like, okay, cool. Ear pro, we're going in. I'll be right next to Dan, but.
You don't even have to ask the second question. If Dan's playing, he's using a boss unit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
The first time I took it to Iron Horse, the first time when it was think it was in August or something last year. It was stupid hot and like crazy. And, 41-year-old was the last man standing. Fucking weird. Anyway, the first time, like literally, I just wanted to shoot it so bad, right? Like we ran through the tunnel and got into the first building, and I thought I maybe saw a green player like that way, and there was like an admin sitting in a chair in the building, and I was just like pop, 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 and everybody in the building was just like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh, there's green guys over that way." And dude, inside those buildings with just one,
Yeah.
was stupid loud. It was crazy. And like towards the end of Sunday, after all the young bucks couldn't hang and left, I was by myself, and I ended up getting around like the backside because it kept the player numbers low so you could maneuver. And I would shoot one guy, bang, 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 and then I would move, and I'd hear the guys talking. That's how close I was. They were like right across the street, and they're like, "Yo, I think he's in that gray building." Meanwhile, I was never in the gray building, even in the beginning. So like the boss unit was bouncing off of the fucking, and they could not tell where I was, dude. I think he's over there. Oh God! Like,
I will say from doing actual blank fire Guardian Center, that fucking noise bounces.
oh sure.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely a spot too. You know how with blank fire you get like that laser effect.
Yeah.
There's a spot on the exterior of the subway.
Yeah, it's the whole subway.
Well, the exterior of it, there's a spot where there's like a 90 degree, and only when I shot in there, it made that like laser beamy noise.
Yeah,
It's cool as shit.
Yeah, we actually get a little bit of it out here now.
I was going to say Connex definitely.
Yeah, if you're in the right spot,
It's a little bit, but there it's like
pronounced.
it's very
I don't.
pronounced.
It just see. Here's the difference: is you guys have the boss units. You're not one of the people running around like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Who's shooting in CQB City right now? And you just see Jordan in the window like pop, pop, pop. You're like, that looks cool. Like,
It's the sound of my people.
Yeah.
honestly,
But who knows? Maybe we'll see more.
I hope so.
I passed out a shit ton of cards,
Yeah.
like a shit ton of cards.
Well, it's starting to progress where the people that have them are posting videos with them. So like every now and then I like log into the Zulu YouTube and it's like, "You've been tagged in this video." I was like, "What video?" And it's like, "Oh, random dude out in Nebraska using the boss unit." I was like, "Fucking awesome, man. Good for you."
Yeah, dude.
it does really change it. It really does. Like,
And I will say,
Yeah, but do you think you think you can maybe like shrink it down to the size of a birdcage flash hider? Because
Yeah.
it's just so big.
Yeah,
I don't even notice it anymore.
my
that up
arms.
there with the dude that sent the Zoo Outdoor website a message yesterday or this morning that was like, "You buy me boss unit soon?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? That's not even English. Like, come on now."
you can just
I buy
ask.
you one?
Yeah.
No, not how it works.
Not how this works. But even then, circle back, that field in North Carolina, I always find a reason to bring them up. The one that Vice did the hit piece on.
Rats.
Talking to one of my friends, he plays there. There's a dude that plays there regularly with the boss unit,
Fuck
so they
yeah.
know what it is.
And indoors and dude.
Yeah, I was like, wait, do they
Oh,
make
it's
any
indoors.
Yeah.
So
It's in a
outdoor
school.
and indoor.
It's in a school.
Yeah.
Yes.
With a boss. This just sounds like you guys are gonna lose everything you got real quick.
Yeah, why-
That's all it sounds like.
Why do you think Vice went there, dude?
Yeah, so
Kidding me?
Yeah, it's a good.
They bought an old elementary school, turned it into an airsoft field, so you can play in the school and around it and like the surrounding wood line. And I like texted one of my friends in North Carolina. I'm like, "How do you not play at this fucking field?" He goes, "Oh no, I do. I just haven't brought it up." And I'm like, "I want to go down there and play." He
Oh
goes-
yeah.
And I'm like, "Wait, but like they might not be okay with the boss unit." He goes, "No, they are. There's a player that plays there that has one." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
Yeah, what
like,
do
can you
you-
shoot it inside? And they're like, "Yeah, fantastic. I'm down."
Whoever owns that field has a very big ball set. That's a very interesting go-to business.
We need airsoft crisis actors.
I'm sure they have them. I'm sure when this guy was like, "Hey, I have this thing. It like simulates real like live fire." I'm sure this guy was like, "That sounds sick. I thought these airsoft guns were cool.
Yeah.
I'm getting so close to the real thing."
We need one person to visit every field in the U.S. where there's a boss unit. And after there's a game, they're like doing an interview like, "Yeah, so I was just hanging out and all of a sudden I heard loud bangs. And yeah, I live in this area. I'm a student here."
I'm not gonna lie. I do feel for the people near the field sometimes. Like especially if I'm running with Dan and
They
we're
know.
walking somewhere. I'm sure they do,
They
but
know. They don't know.
They don't know.
So when tags first came out and the legality of them was kind of, I take that back. The legality of them was always known. We were just kind of like, well, you got to catch us first, you know? It was like, we were playing like ShamWow the helicopter, and it was one day where multiple people had tags, and it was like every 12 seconds, 4 tags were going off for 30, 40 minutes at a time. This is during the broad daylight. And I remember there was one guy on our team. He had the M67s. He was launching them, dude. And I was like, hey, man, like, can we like cut that?
Really hurt somebody with that.
No. I was just like, hey, man, the neighbors are like right there. Can we just like tone it down for this game? I was like, once we get up the field, that's fine. But, and then I got a call like 2 or 3 days after that. And this guy's like, hey, I'm Sergeant whatever the fuck from this state organization. And, is this the owner? And I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. Yes. And he's like, oh, I'm one of your neighbors. I saw a bunch of deadfall over there. Can I get some of the firewood? And I was like, yes, you can do whatever you like, officer. You can do whatever you want there. I was like, just don't do it on the weekends. He's like, no, we know what's going on. Even the guy, the counter-terrorist, is the FBI?
He was New York State counterterrorism.
Yeah. When he paid us a visit, he was like, yeah, I'm based out of Stewart. We knew exactly what the fuck you guys are doing here. I was like, all right, we're good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we're fucking fine.
I'm sure it's just a whole bunch of guys going, wow, yeah, that Airsoft would be gay. We won't do that. And every dude's going home like, oh, look at the videos. Yeah. Is that the boss unit? Like, I'm sure that's how it's going.
Dude, that was the most like 180 moment too. That was the day the machine showed up for Dave and I to dig the mortar pit.
Yep.
And it was like the first week after I had quit my day job. And I'm like, oh, who's this customer like showing up on a Monday at 3:00? And he gets out of it's like a blue fucking Ford, like whatever. And I see a gun on his hip. I was like, oh, it's a fucking cop. Fuck.
Yeah.
And he introduced himself. He's like, I'm New York State counterterrorism. I'm like, yep, you don't want to talk to me. You want to talk to him. Oh, God.
Yeah, that was fun.
He's like,
he was a nice guy, actually.
He was really nice. Yeah.
So the reason for my visit today, Mr. Harrison, is this is fucking sick. Like, we hear this shit all the time. We're like, what the fuck's going on over there? We want to get in on it.
Terrorist training camp? No. Yeah. Fun.
It's not a real gun. It's a airsoft pistol. He's like, I brought my own. Yeah. I'm ready to go.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Now they know what the fuck we do. But and some of those neighbors, like the white house at the end of the driveway to the right,
always throwing a party.
We compete to see who's louder because they throw a party every weekend, dude. They're fine.
So the funny part is sometimes I'm here and it's late, and I'll walk outside. I'll be like, can they just turn the fucking music down a little bit?
That's fun.
But we had a guy, the house right at the end of the driveway. Was it 2 years ago? No, it's more than that now.
Oh,
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it had to be.
It went up on the market, and I was like, holy shit, I should buy that house. It's right at the end of the driveway. That would be fucking sweet. And it was a sweet deal. The taxes are stupid.
Yeah,
don't move to fucking Orange County.
No, just New Windsor, highest property taxes in the county.
Oh, I believe it.
Just New York. Just don't come here.
It was like 18 grand a year or something.
Yeah.
And
you can bring the value of the house down, though. Every time they do an open house, just be like, all right, guys, we're going to test out some Bosch units today. All right, let's just go to Newtown and do some
full auto fire for 4 minutes.
He does have a good point.
People will be like, yeah, we'll give you a call back if we're still interested. We're gonna keep looking though.
They go down at the end of the driveway. Is that house still for sale?
We'll just go on Zillow, right? We'll just see the price go down.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was like a foreclosure. I think they owed like $18,000 in back taxes or something, and that's all the house. Like that's all they wanted for the house. But the taxes on the property itself were stupid. And I was like, fuck that.
There's a house buying loophole where you can go to like your county, like it's one of their websites, and there's a list of all the foreclosed houses. And there's houses that if you pay the back taxes that weren't paid,
sometimes
you can get the house.
Usually those are like piles of sticks.
Yeah.
Poop
smeared all over the walls.
Yeah, some would refer to it as a crack house. You can call it a crack home though.
Like all the copper's gone. Like usually it's like that.
You can turn this crack house into a crack home.
Yeah. You too can have your own basement, Jesus.
But yeah, the neighbors are down. They know what's up, except for that one asshole. But
that's fine.
The guy who bought it clearly from New York City, like, did not know what he was getting himself into. Yeah.
How does this sound any different than New York City?
Honestly, that's a good point. Yeah. It's not a bad point.
We just go out in the driveway and just honk horns.
All jokes aside,
You need to rip a Subaru up and down the driveway for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But you guys have the siren, right? You have the siren when you end games. That'd be like a cop.
We have the
gunshots. Shooting
gunshots.
can be shooting. I don't know how to put that.
It was our timing, I think, that was wrong.
Yeah.
3 a.m. for a mass attack on the mosque was
65 plus tag grenades.
I would take brief explosions on the weekends over honking and honking
just endless.
and honking. I hate driving in the city.
We know. We've heard.
Really? Do you?
Dude, I don't even like going. I don't like going within 50 miles of the city.
I don't mind if I'm like driving
We're
in
50
and out.
miles.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
3 miles. 3 miles of the city. Can't do it. I drove through New York City one time and I wanted to just get out of my car, light my car on fire and walk away. I just like go towards the nearest body of water, jump in and just swim a direction. Just away. Just away.
If you just jaywalk and make a beeline to your destination, you'll get there quicker because that's what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
That's why they do it.
Yeah.
But just kidding. We love you, New York City. I don't love you.
You have the guys on bikes. I call them organ donors.
Why?
They cannot wait to donate their body to science. The way that I'm talking about like motorcycles, especially on like the ramps and like on the bridge getting into the city.
What about like the crackheads on like Harlem River Drive just standing in the road?
That's
true.
different.
That's different.
I can do the occasional drug addict like walking the middle of the road. Like Newburgh's pretty close. We got a good taste of that here.
Dude, we went to so
It's when you combine that with a bunch of traffic.
Well, you lived
it's
in
the
New York,
traffic.
right?
I can't
I
stand.
still
Yeah.
do live in New Windsor. There's like 4 blocks in Newburgh that are just bad. Everything.
Have you
else
ever
is
had
bad.
Newburgh flood though?
Oh yeah.
And then they come up.
Yeah.
If it's a
And
drug
then your
addict,
whole world changes. You're like,
Yeah.
I thought this was a nice community.
Or like how New Windsor's now writing noise complaint tickets to the city of Newburgh.
Oh, that's funny. I
Nice.
didn't know that.
So there's because our friend who's a cop in Newburgh, him and I were just talking about it. At the Newburgh it used to be a National Guard armory. It's now a party venue. It's like 2.5 miles from my house. But I live in New Windsor and I can fucking hear them on like a Saturday night. Like you walk outside, and you're like, who's playing? Oh, it's the fucking armory. So New Windsor has just started writing noise complaints and fining Newburgh for it. And they're like, you can't fucking do that. That's not fair, man. And I don't know, enforce your laws.
Fucking New Windsor's the Karen of the Hudson River.
It really is. You just go up that hill and it's like,
Yeah, night.
there's like an invisible fence and they're like, this is it.
Yeah, that invisible fence is called Walsh Avenue.
New Windsor has a lot less drug addicts crossing the street, though.
No, it doesn't.
Just because there aren't any
Less than
streets
Newburgh.
though. You got like what?
No, we just don't have sidewalks here.
Yeah.
There's one sidewalk in New Windsor. It's in front of ShopRite, which is where you find all the drug dealers.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Very entrepreneurial.
They have that parking garage. That's like the most Breaking Bad place to sell drugs.
It really fucking is.
Like, I wonder where they're selling drugs today. Oh, maybe it's the concrete parking garage that nobody parks in. That's right below an abandoned Kmart. Did they do anything with that Kmart?
They sold half of it, and that half that they sold is now a Planet Fitness. The other half is still decrepit. Also, that parking garage is not safe to be in anyway, but ShopRite's let people start parking underneath it again.
You know what that means, though. The Kmart.
Wait, are you talking about the Newburgh Mall?
No, we're talking about ShopRite.
Yeah.
So ShopRite in Valesgate, technically New Windsor, has a parking garage, and that parking garage used to connect the parking lot up to Kmart. Like 3 or 4 years ago, there was just cracks everywhere in the foundation of the parking garage, and they like put giant cinder block like barricades blocking you off. One day they just moved, and now you're safe to park under there again. They didn't fix anything.
Nice.
So if you go in there, but you still can't go on the ramp. You can't go on the ramp that connects the upper level and the lower level. You can only go out.
Oh, that's almost sketchier.
Yeah, real weird.
I don't like that.
They're like,
Yeah.
no, we found the problem. It's the ramp, not
Yeah.
You can't complain if you never leave.
But go in there once the
yeah, it's
like,
not going to be an issue when,
Yeah, like-
when it happens.
post like 6 p.m. any day of the week, go in there, 50-50 chance, either drug dealers or kids on skateboards.
So half of Kmart's vacant.
Yes.
You know what that means?
Spirit Halloween.
October's coming, baby.
I saw one yesterday. I saw a Spirit Halloween yesterday. It's in the Poughkeepsie Galleria parking lot.
Oh, yeah, they're already coming.
Yeah.
I was in Lowe's today, and they were clearing out all their, like there's like if you want freaking patio stuff, go right now. You can pay like $4 and get 5 houses worth of freaking patio furniture. But they were clearing it out, and by the time I was done shopping, I was just getting a chainsaw blade. I came out, and there was like skeletons and like all this shit. I was like, man, that was fucking fast, dude. Also, it's August.
We skipped back to school and like autumn, like fall festivals, and went straight to Halloween.
Oh yeah, and 2 weeks before Halloween, they'll have all the Christmas shit out.
I was gonna say I've seen stores with Christmas stuff out already.
Yeah.
I can't remember, Whole Goods or something. Me and my lady went, but
It's the only way that like brick and mortar stores I think can compete with Amazon
Yeah.
because they're not gonna
Just start
they're not competing though. I don't ever go into the stores.
if it's cutting close to the holiday, they're like, I'm just gonna get on Amazon, get next day shipping. But if they are just lingering in their travels and see it there and see that there's a good deal, they'll be like, oh well, I'm here right
Yeah,
now.
but it's also not like small businesses because like I was in a Hobby Lobby yesterday and they already had their Halloween shit out.
They still have to compete.
Absolutely. I mean,
They still have to compete with online.
I don't know how any brick and mortar fucking competes, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's niche things that you need right now, and then they're not even. I feel like they're really not surviving off that. Like GameStop isn't a thing anymore. GameStop's done. I feel like that's how most things are going to be.
Yeah.
GameStop exists still though, right?
Yeah, but it's
They're
much
still-
smaller numbers.
Yeah.
Much smaller numbers. I feel like there used to be 3 GameStops in Middletown back in the day. Like
There
you
was.
go to- yeah.
Yeah,
you
there
go to
was.
3 different. Oh, I don't like that price. I'm going to go to this one. What do you want?
What are those little figurines? The pops,
Oh, Funko Pops?
Funko Pop. I think that's the only thing sustaining GameStop. I think it's that they sell
It's
those.
that and the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that and like I think GameStop might still have some exclusive rights to have certain products that like.
I don't know because
Yeah,
like
but all the
niche-
games are digital now.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about Funko Pops. Like
Right.
I'm willing to bet that there's a Funko Pop that you can only get at a GameStop when there's a certain promotion going on, and the Funko Pop guys are like all for it.
But still, that's
And
not
I'm sure the people
sustaining
working at GameStop
fucking hate it.
are into Funko Pops. That's the only reason why they work at GameStop because they want to get the in on it, and they're buying and reselling Funko Pops, making bank.
I don't know.
That's my guess.
Like Dom, Ethan, and I used to like once every 6 months pick an old like 5, 6, 7-year-old game. Be like, we're gonna go to GameStop. We're gonna get copies of this used game. We're gonna play this for like 2-3 weeks. You used to pay like $4 for a used Xbox game.
Jesus.
Last time I went in there, it was like a used copy of Call of Duty Ghost, which came out in like 2014. $30 used for an Xbox 360. And I'm just sitting there going, why the fuck? eBay. Okay, cool. $6. That's better.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, how do you compete with that, dude?
No. It used to be
It
that
costs
GameStop was the cheap used
$24.
games.
It costs $24 to sell the item without having your feet in the picture. It's an extra $24.
That might be true.
You're gonna make this guy put socks on,
No.
put shoes on, and like set his camera up so his feet aren't in the frame. It's too much
For
work.
some reason, guns and feet pics is like,
It goes hand.
I don't know what the fuck that's
I
about.
don't
But
know.
oh my God.
Dude, I'm like half tempted every time we see one of the PVC patch, like we make you patches now companies that DM the
Oh
pages.
my God.
So
I block them constantly.
yeah, I
Jesus.
delete block. There's 10 every week. Charlie, who used to do Grantham videos, used to like communicate back and forth with them and get them to send him photos of their feet. 'Cause he'd
Oh,
be like,
that's so funny.
I only do business with people that show me the bottoms of their feet because like just fucking with them. And he'd be like, oh, that's real cool, man. Thanks. And then block them.
But you know what? They're sending the picture of feet. They're grinding, bro.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
but that's like
They're
They're
grinding.
if I had the time to fuck with companies like that, it'd be so fun to do.
And there's plenty of them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's literally 4 or 5 times a week
Yeah.
where it's like, it's the same message, different logo. Like, that's it. It's the same people.
Even when you hit like block all future accounts this person makes, you still fucking get them.
Yeah, but they probably got like burner phones.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Oh, there's a wall of them. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? It's 72 phones. Just
I get
chilling.
some of the patches once. It's not. I don't know. I've never thought about fucking with them though. That's,
dude.
that's good.
They repair
You're the
the
meme lord. You
they
should
repair
fuck
the
with that.
that
broken
is
phone.
good. I've never thought about that. I fuck with them when they used to do the telemarketer calls, but I never thought about the.
You let
Bots.
dudes talk to themselves in your DMs, but you don't fuck with the patch companies.
Yeah, but that's a person. I like that's funny to me. That's like
Dude,
to me that's funny.
we were sitting here. It was very close to Christmas. And I got a call on my phone. And it was like, no, I can't.
Don't do the accent.
I can't do the voice because we'll get canceled immediately. But
Can I do the voice?
no, you can't. No. But anyway, he was like, hey, you need to pay your electric bill or we're going to shut your electricity off. And I was like, cool. There's 5 meters on this property. Which meter is it? You got to pay your bill. You got to pay your bill. Which fucking meter is it, dude? You got to pay. Oh, you're a fucking scammer? And he's like, oh, click. So then I called the number back and this sweet old lady answered. And I was like, hey, I just got a call from your number and it's saying that it was Central Hudson. And she was like, you're like the 5th one today. And I was like, I'm sorry. I think somebody stole, like spoofed your phone.
yeah,
number or
they're
whatever.
calling.
You ever see the guy online that fucks with them?
Yes, the dude that like
I
search.
used to watch him all the time.
Yeah,
The guy with the blue hair?
I don't know if he's blue. He has short hair. I know he has short hair.
Well, he like hacks into their security
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, gets deep into
dude.
it. Oh yeah.
That dude's
Yeah.
scary, man.
That is actually terrifying.
He's like erasing files on their computer as they're like, he can tell that they're watching it because they're like, he's just like delete. Fucking love it.
I love the scam callers when you catch them. They have like one of two reactions. It's either they immediately hang up or they're like, fuck you, fuck your mother.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to,
Yeah. One of them was like, Pakistan did 9/11. He's like, all right, whatever.
I got a call once.
Yeah, we already knew that, man.
Yeah.
Weird flex, homie.
I got a call once. I think I was still in high school. If not, it was like just out of high school. So I'm like fairly young, right? The call was, they were like, hey, we're selling Viagra. It was, of course, Indian. And the guy's like trying to sell me Viagra. And I was like, all right, like, what are your prices? And he gave me like some price per pill. I was like, nah, my guy gives me a way better price than that. You think you can bump that down? He was like, and I'm like bartering with him on how much I'm going to pay for like 500 Viagra pills. And I just dragged it on for as long as I could. Eventually he just gave up on me. Poor customer service. I don't recommend buying
1 star.
I don't recommend buying Viagra
Overpriced.
from him. Yeah.
Oh, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
I want to do it to the gas blowback so bad, but
It's so expensive.
it's every time I find one, like $600 fucking dollars. I'm like, I'll just buy another gas blowback for that much money.
So like the price of an MWS, brand new, if you buy it from overseas, is like $500. If you find it inside the United States, it's like $8. If you want to buy just the fixed carry handle upper, $350. Fuck you, Angry Gun.
Like,
Stupid.
what components and tools do I have
You
to
should
buy?
make your
in
own.
What
Here.
order?
You have a lathe, brother. You can make your own.
Like, they're so good. They're so, like, even the way that, Dave, the way that you hold yourself when you do them, I fucking love it. Like,
Here, you'll like those ones.
dick.
Into that doorway. Do not get up. Do not get up. Let's go. I learned this way in karate.
Karate.
Steve, why are you like this? You're Richard. Don't be a dick.
Like, they're good. If you guys just, I'm with Anthony. If you put them out as YouTube videos, I think it would fucking soar.
Well, they're on YouTube to go out. The tourniquet one's going out tomorrow.
What's up, Mike?
The problem is if we flood them all at one time, then one, we use all the content at once and have to go back to making more, and two, then it doesn't hit as hard.
You guys should make more, though.
Oh no, we're going to.
They work so well.
Alibaba's pretty good too.
Yeah, Alibaba is good, but you got to buy in bulk sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's where I get the armbands.
Sometimes I just contact them and I just keep them talking, and I'm like, can I just buy it singly now? Like, it's been like a month now. I'm just talking to you.
I feel like I know you. I feel like we're friends.
We're so close now. You're basically family.
Well, that's like the water bottles that we were looking at using for that artillery prop. Like if you buy one on Amazon, like $14.
Oh, dude.
If you buy 40 from Alibaba, they're like 25 or 30 cents a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nothing. You start to like when you scroll further, you start to see products that you like that you buy.
Like
Yeah.
the
And you're like, wait, this is just the base product, and they, for instance, the tourniquets.
or the Elite Force Dead Rag.
Yeah, yeah.
Thought that was a revolutionary thing, and then it turns out it's not.
It is crazy how good they are at reproducing things.
No, that's not reproducing. That's just finding the company that originally made it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like how they're like, oh, hey, this is selling really well that we made for you guys. We're just going to sell it now as is.
Yeah.
Like, it's very interesting.
Because I saw another airsoft field. I don't remember which one it was, because Dylan has this weird fascination with looking up other airsoft fields and then reading their rules just to see how different we are.
I think I found Solar.
Which is like cool. All right. But he's like, dude, check this out. And he sent me some random airsoft field from like, I don't know, Michigan or Ohio. Their dead rag is the Elite Force Dead Rag, just with their logo on it instead. I was like, huh.
How come I can't picture the Elite Force Dead Red?
It's the one that has its own pouch and it's connected to it.
I have one.
Oh, those things that you
Yeah.
pull out?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're really not that good.
No,
in my
they're not.
opinion, I really don't like. I use it, but it's only so I don't get shot more than I'm already being shot.
It makes
That's all it
sense
is.
if you have it on your helmet and you have it on the back, so you could just like pull it out and pull it over. That makes
You gotta
sense.
like tuck it back.
I have
Yeah.
mine here, and I'll either pull it up or I'll pull it down, and then I'll pull the other one up.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm trying to show you I'm dead.
You know who has a really nice fucking dead rag, and I'm jealous?
Balahack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's like construction yellow, but the edges are sewn really nicely in construction orange, and then their logo's in the middle, and then they have a piece of fucking Velcro right in the middle, so you can like do that. Very well thought out.
Well, what was it? GMR also kind of copied it. They have like their hit hat is what it is. So like you put it on and it drapes over your head, but you can still see through it, and it's the same high vis colors.
I think it also had like strips that you could remove to denote if you were hit on your first hit or your second or something like that. I watched. Is that SHOT Show?
I don't know if they showed it off at SHOT Show, but I remember
Because there was some like oh, you can still see through it, but you can't gain intel from your. I was like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. Like, you need to be able to see to like,
Yeah.
you know, like, come on, this isn't real.
I just like the idea of like having it so that like it covers the. If it was just a hat that you could like put on and it would fit over a helmet, that'd be awesome.
Dude, with like a shower cap.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was a kid this weekend that had like a bucket hat,
Yes, I saw that.
and I thought that was cool. I was like, and he was like, "Oh, it's $3 at Harbor Freight." I was like, "That's smart." He's swap this bucket out for a
yeah.
high vis one.
Easy.
I think like a shower one. Like it's got the elastic. That way it fits over a helmet.
Yeah.
Just like slightly upsized, so it doesn't matter what headwear you're wearing
Or how much shit you have on it.
or how much shit. You don't have to take your helmet off. You don't have to do anything except put. And then when it's not, it all kind of crumples together.
Someone will still shoot you. It doesn't matter.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the dead rag daisy chain.
Oh, yeah.
That honestly, that does fuck. I agree.
I like it. Just collect dead rags and just
Yeah.
tie them together.
I don't have any issue with just one dead rag. I put it on my head.
Neither do
I
I.
make myself very clear that I'm dead.
Neither do I. I don't have an issue with one dead rag.
Yeah, usually I'll get shot
just-
by something that's like was definitely not meant for me. Before
Yeah,
I
they're
get
shooting
shot on
past or
purpose.
whatever. Yeah.
You know what it is? If your dead rag is freaking massive, it's harder to lose it.
Well, that's it.
That's true.
I've had single dead rags just like fall off.
Yep.
I just tied mine to my kid.
Yeah. I just like stuff mine in between my chest and my chest rig, and I just kind of leave it there hanging out a little bit all the time, whether
No.
it's dead or alive.
I've seen the videos. You're right.
Oh, he's wearing the shirt too.
oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the original Dick shirt.
Yeah, Dick got an upgrade.
Yeah.
It is funny seeing kids with like they'll have the dead rag in their pocket and it's like majority of the way out. And you're like, hey, you're either gonna lose that or someone's gonna think you're dead walking up on them. Like, no big deal.
I almost
Huge deal.
actually, did you upload that one?
Which one?
The barrel condom one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's up.
Did-
Yeah, that one's
I
up.
almost broke my gun.
Shooting through the barrel cover.
So like initially, it didn't initially shoot
It
through
was it was actually a tough
it didn't like immediately shoot through it. And I was like, so you want like a
I think 100 rounds or
I was like,
something.
you want like a full auto burst? He's like, yeah. So it's just like clogging up with broken BBs until I'm like, okay, this is jammed. And the BBs were like clogged in the flash hider, clogged in the tip of the inner barrel. I had to like walk back up and like unjam the gun and come back.
At least you did it. I would have just cut a hole. So at least you guys actually.
I tried.
Because
Dude,
I tried.
No, because it was taking forever. And I was like, I know these things get shot through. I've been in staging area 2 separate times. I was a firsthand witness to somebody in the staging area with one of those barrel condoms, and they fucking shot through them. And the BB ricocheted all around. I was like, that's why I don't fucking use those things. And I was like, the whole point is to demonstrate that this product was made for paintball, and we just kind of adapted it for airsoft. And so I went down looking for my knife, and I couldn't find it. And I just came up. I was like, I couldn't find it. And then it shot right through.
Yeah. I didn't understand the main point of that video. Like, is it a problem? Like, is it a consistent problem with people? Like, are they arguing with refs saying, I don't need to clear my gun, I have a barrel condom?
The whole point was that having good gun safety practices is always going to be better than relying on a piece of gear that
Yes.
in this case doesn't work.
Yes.
It's like chamber flags with real firearms. Like, sure, with a chamber flag, we know it's clear. Also, like, don't rely on a piece of gear.
It's like, I see you have a chamber flag in, but get your muzzle out of my face.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's empty.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
empty. You know, it's to prevent. You're always going to be better off with the forward weapon safety rules.
To me, weapon law, like for firearms, right? Like chamber flags and whatnot. To me, I never rely on that to be like, oh yeah, my gun is clear because there's a chamber flag in it. To me, it's to signify to other people that the weapon's clear.
Yeah, and I think that's what they use it. That's why they use it in like what do they call 3-gun shoots and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we always in the Marine Corps anyway, when we were on the firing line or whatever, it was always just like, depending on what we were doing, it was either safe and hang,
Yep.
which basically just means don't fuck with your gun, let it hang, and control the muzzle, but Keep your booger hook off the trigger. Or unload, show, clear. Like there was never. We never used anything. You just didn't point your fucking gun at. You know what I mean? Like you just.
Yeah, but this is airsoft.
Yeah.
No.
It's different.
The problem is that there's a stigma that airsoft is a toy, or an airsoft gun is a toy, and it's not. I mean, maybe the shit you buy at Dick's.
It depends. If you're trying to make our guns clear plastic, they're just toys. But if you're trying to aim it at my face, get that thing out of my face,
Yeah.
that can kill a man.
It's
No, but it can make you a pirate real quick.
It's right up there with the amount of times I've been shot in the chrono area as a ref. Like,
How does that happen?
oh, so I had one kid do it to me twice in under 2 minutes.
Seems
Why?
intentional.
Why?
That
So-
seems intentional.
This kid was like 14.
It's weird. You put a mag in and point it right at my neck and fire twice.
Yeah. So kid walks into the chrono range to get chronoed. He has his mag in his gun. I was like, no. Take that out. Unload, clear your chamber. I was like, we have our mag. And he's like, oh, okay, cool, got it. So like, rips the mag out, points it at the ground, shoots me in the leg. And I was like, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, it's all right, man. Like, it happens. Accident.
Shit.
So then he's like, hey, do I have to chrono my pistol too? I was like, yep, absolutely. I was like, it's a little bit easier with these chronos if I do it. And he like takes it out of his holster and he's got his fucking booger hook on the bang switch and he goes to hand it to me. And as I like go to take it, it just pulls the trigger and he fucking shoots me in the stomach. And I was like, and the dude standing in line behind him is like, and you're going to be allowed to run around with these boys all day. And I was like, yeah, you're going to be the one that friendly fires your team. And he's just like, I'm so sorry. Like I just shot you twice. I was like, yep, it's
You did.
normal day in the life of a ref.
You
Thank
did.
you very much. But right there, if you just practice the 4 firearm safety rules, that wasn't even about barrel covers. That was just about being retarded.
Yeah.
So like,
Rule number 1, treat every weapon as if it's a SIG P320.
You know what?
I like that. That's funny. That's a good one.
yeah, but
That rule, like, it just replaces all the rules.
All of them.
All the rules.
Yeah.
Because if you're treating it like a SIG P320, you're gonna treat it like it's loaded.
I'm probably not going to play airsoft at that point.
Like the trigger is not even in the equation. Like you don't even have to have your finger on the trigger for it to fire. So
and that's up there with like I have another vivid memory. Barrel covers were required at this field I was playing at, and this kid was like, "Dude, like, look, like the BB like hit my red dot." And his friend walks around to the front of the gun, and it's like barrels right here, and he's just looking, going like, "Oh my God!" Like, and it's a Polar Star, and the line's plugged in, and I'm just like, "Oh my God!" And no one's wearing iPro. I'm like, "This is fucking stupid. Like, you're gonna get shot in the face."
I went to an op at a field that doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't matter. But that staging area was the wild fucking west, dude.
iPro in the parking lot.
Mouth guard.
Yeah.
I was wearing my mouth guard in the fucking staging area. There were people who were just like, hold on, I need to see if my hop up's good. And I looked at Sean and Hoff and I was just like, yeah. Put that in. Like, holy
that.
shit balls. You know, there's a mod for Arma for the SIG P320 that just randomly goes off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
like
If
in,
you
in
have
the
it-
holster and everything.
I'll have to look that one up.
I think it's for Arma 3.
No, there's a Reforger one too.
Is there? Nice.
Yeah, if you have it equipped on your character, every time you move, there is a 1 in 10,000 chance that it's going to go off.
That's fucking hilarious.
Every single time you move. Yeah.
That's great.
It is-
There's products that are not barrel condoms, but are still meant to block your muzzle. I'm not talking about the orange caps that come on
no,
some
you're
guns.
talking about the blank fire adapter that PTS sells. That's
Yeah.
just.
I mean,
that's it's a blank fire adapter that's for an airsoft gun.
That'll work.
It's a metal plug that goes in your barrel. Sure,
But it creates such a bad habit.
that's the intent. Is that,
I disagree actually for that particular product because if you're stupid enough to ND your gun, you're gonna break it because there's nowhere for that BB to go. You're gonna jam the gun.
but it creates a bad habit where you look at a gun with a magazine in, and now all of a sudden it's
right.
you know, and that's the problem. That's the problem. It's not the device itself. It's the fact. It's the reliance on the device. You know what I mean? Like,
it's complacent.
That's how I feel about seatbelts.
yeah, no, there's some science behind that one. I think, yeah.
I feel like it's definitely player by player though.
That is
For sure, there's definitely. But
Yeah.
the problem is, I mean, we get 7,000 players a year.
And how you know
You know what I mean?
control them. This is the best way.
Today it's seatbelts. Tomorrow they're gonna tell us we can't have a beer while we drive.
Okay, that one I do. Son of we're doing construction. Is it illegal to admit to something like that?
Well, what's the statute of limitations?
This was a pretty long time ago. But I was driving from my parents' house to my buddy's house, which was like a mile away, not even. Back roads, no main roads.
And your buddy did this thing.
In a GTA, in the GTA server, we both had beers open, and at some point we looked at each other like, "This is fucking amazing! Like, this is so freeing." I felt like Jesse James or something.
So in New York State, the statute of limitations.
Jordan's like, and
So in New York State, the statute of limitations on DWI is 2 years from the date of the offense.
Yeah, this was fuck. This might have been 2007.
For felony DWIs, the state limitation can extend to 5 years. Still good.
Yeah, I'm still good.
2 years still sounds like
Technically,
a long time.
technically, it was just an open container.
Yeah, technically.
We weren't
5
drunk.
years.
We weren't drunk.
This is in
yet.
GTA anyways. I don't
This is in
really-
GTA.
Yeah, I don't.
So like when I was 18,
No, I was gonna say, so there is one funny one that like I didn't realize you were doing it. You remember when we went on vacation to Finger Lakes?
Yes,
Yeah, so we all went to the winery.
I didn't go.
Yeah, so like the day before we left or 2 days before we left, we went to the winery. And as we're leaving, this was pretty fucking cool. I'd never seen this before. They had wine slushies. So picture like the red and blue icy machine at the movie theater.
Yeah,
Wine.
nice.
And Tyler and I, of course, we asked the woman, we were like, can you do a mix? She's like, yeah, absolutely. Of course. You want the travel cup, like the souvenir cup? Fuck
Wait,
yeah.
the what?
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're on vacation.
Do you
Sure.
want the DUI fucking open
Yeah.
container cup?
So like we get these to go. We're
Sure,
like,
give me two.
Airbnb's 5 minutes down the road. This is awesome. We get like halfway down the road and I'm like, hey, Ty, can you hand me my slushie? And I just like take a sip and he's like, you're drinking and driving. I was like, fuck, you're right.
COVID was interesting for that too. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember that.
this was during COVID. This was the
Yeah.
time when you could order alcohol to go.
Yeah, I used to go to Mexican restaurants and be like, hey, give me a margarita. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, in a cup. And I'm like, in a cup, give it to you. Yeah, who's going to know?
Dude, wait.
I go in the car, I'm like,
Do you remember that?
We went down to Ballahak. It was the last
Yeah.
time we went down to Ballahak. And we went to this place called Mi Casita.
Dude, you were
And-
hyping that place up.
Dude, when I used to live in Virginia Beach, and Mi Casita was the shit, and their enchiladas supremas are fucking amazing. And
It held up.
and I enjoyed it. And somebody that we were there with got a margarita. Was it margarita?
It was a margarita, and they were like, do you want a small or a large? And he's like, I'm not driving. I'll take a large. It was a fishbowl.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking huge. And then they gave him a to-go cup.
Yeah.
At the end of that.
Because he got like, I don't even think he got halfway through it. And they're like bringing out the checks and like little packages for stuff. And like the woman comes over, he's like, you want a cup for that? He's like, can I? And you're like, yeah, absolutely. He's like, sure. They come over with this big fucking like 7-Eleven big gulp. And just,
it's a weird time.
It was a good time.
I'm with it. I thought it
dude,
was great.
fantastic.
Dude, in Florida, it's never. In Florida, they have these like drive-throughs, right? It's like you drive into a garage, right? You can drive through the garage, right? And you pull up there, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll take a 30 rack of fucking Bud Light," and,
I've been
and they
to
just
one
put
of
it in your
those.
trunk, and you just keep going. Like it's like a drive-through
Yeah.
beer thing.
I had never seen that until the second Zulu vacation, North Carolina.
Yeah,
I went to visit my friend Connor, who lives out by Raleigh, and he's like, "Oh, we got to stop at drive-through." And I was like, "Okay, like where are we going? Like what place do I have to drive through?" He's like, "No, it's called drive-through." And sure as shit, it was like some garage that you like pull around back, you pulled your car into, and they're just like, "All right, what do you want?" It was a mobile like to-go fucking convenience store, and he's like, 30 rack of Natty Light, bag of chips, like gallon of water. I'm like, okay, like here's my card, and it just fucking throws it all in the back of your car for you, and you fucking drive out. I was like, that's cool as shit.
you can buy all the beer you want through our drive-through garage. And
Yeah.
the best part is she doesn't know a thing.
She doesn't know.
She don't know.
It's fucking wild.
Oh man.
I need to get back into Arma Reforger. Now we just talked about it. See, I still have Battlefield in my brain. Did you play Battlefield?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What'd
Oh,
you think?
Dude. I really like it, but it's not, how would I put this? I don't feel like it lives up to Battlefield 4. But I do think it's going to be good. I just don't think on release it's going to be.
Did you see the community's calling for a third weekend?
Yeah, I want it so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I didn't get all my challenges
So
done.
no, Reddit. Last time I saw this Reddit post had like 20,000 upvotes. They were calling for a third weekend with specifically only the big maps in the game because they feel like they didn't get the true Battlefield experience with the
I don't think they're done.
Cairo and the what was
Yeah.
the other one.
But did you feel like those were. So this is how
They felt Call of Duty.
I
I
thought.
think they did it on purpose, though.
Yes, I feel like what they did was they just chose random things that probably they tested it on in a
Yeah.
smaller basis, and then was like, "We're just going to keep this for the beta." Because
Yeah.
everyone online is like, "Look at how big the maps are." I'm like, "There's every Battlefield game before this that had huge maps. You
Yeah.
got to know where they're like, oh, just small maps with uber realism." Like,
Well, even then, like if you look at all the Battlefield Labs leaks from like the last 6 months, it's been on those three maps.
and they're huge.
Yeah, well, so the other maps that they were showing in that, yes, they were huge, but specifically, like I'd say 80% of the leaks were all from like Cairo and that other small map.
Yeah. There was something slightly disappointing that I saw. So I guess somebody data mined something, blah, blah, blah. And the largest map in Battlefield, and it was a YouTube video, and the guy was like, "This is so big." So they didn't have the actual map, but they had like the map overlay, and so they put it on Cairo or whatever, or what was the other one? The snow,
Can't remember the name of
the
it.
snow map. This something Ridge,
something peak.
Yeah, whatever that one is. And they put that one over, and it was like slightly bigger, and they're like, "This is the biggest map that we data mined," and it was like big-ish.
Yeah.
And then at the top, I read it, and it was like the total map is like half a kilometer.
Is the beta still out?
No.
No, it's only half a kilometer, and I was like,
you want to know why I missed it?
Airsoft.
You know what caused me to miss it? I get a distress phone call from my wife one day.
Oh,
Distress phone call. Anthony, I'm kind of I kind of don't know how to react right now. I'm kind of freaking out. And she had like just woken up from a nap with the baby. So she's all like she sounded drunk. She like just woke up. She's like, I'm sorry. And I'm just like I'm pissed off about it, but I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And he wanted to help me dust the router. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, and like I was driving where I was losing signal too. So the whole conversation,
"Get to the point."
I'm like, the fuck did he break? I'm like, so I'm like, what broke? And eventually call her back. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, it's like earlier in the day I had mentioned that our Wi-Fi router was looking kind of dusty.
What an ass.
And I was gonna just like clean it later, or just make you clean it when you get home. And went take a nap with the baby. Well, our 8-year-old, he was like, I'm gonna help mom today. She said it was dusty. I want to do something nice. I'm gonna clean the router. So he gets a paper towel and just soaks it in water. He's gonna clean all the dust off. So like, yeah, the router is toast.
Oh, nice.
No Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi.
I would have hotspotted. I'm gonna be real.
So anyway, so like they show like the outline of like the biggest map. It has a name. I don't remember it at this point. And it was just like half a kilometer. And I was like, like Arma 3's biggest map is like 130 kilometers. And this thing's half a kilometer, and everybody's like, "Oh, biggest map in fucking Battlefield." It was like, oh man. Like, I have changed so much. I liked Battlefield because Arma didn't exist. You know what I mean? Like that's my fucking jam, dude. Give me a continent to be able to move around on.
Yeah.
And I'm down. Battlefield's neat. It's fun. But like just seeing that, and everybody's just like, "Whoa, half a kilometer!" Like, oh my god! I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
So
It's two different types of gamers, though.
I get it.
well, it's partially that, but so there's a little bit of hope on the horizon, because like diehard Battlefield fan, loved Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. But I remember telling you about it at one point. For Battlefield 5, they got really into the fact that they were going to do an Iwo Jima map. And they like sent an entire team from DICE out to actual Iwo Jima to render the map as accurately as they can.
Yeah.
So today, as much as we all hate 2042.
No, I played it. I like it. It's
Really?
okay. It's okay.
Not a big fan of 2042.
It's okay.
Portal mode is the only thing that saved that game, in my opinion.
I
But
agree.
in Battlefield 5, they launched the Pacific Theater map pack, which was like 4 maps. And then they ended the life cycle of the game. They stopped updating it. All of a sudden, out of nowhere today, a free battle pass and content drop for 2042 came. And it's the Road to Battlefield 6. They redid the Battlefield 5 Iwo Jima map to match 2042.
Yeah.
So it's a huge scale map. Like it's a fucking big map. And then they dropped
got the volcano and everything.
It's got the volcano in it and everything. And then they dropped a bunch of extra like assets to unlock in game. And everybody's like, they literally just recycled this from Battlefield 6 and threw it into 2042. So you have something to play with for the next, 50 days. But because of the scale of that map, and maybe it's a little bit of copium, seeing that, it's probably going to make a comeback in Battlefield 6. And they've been asking for what maps the community wants. So I'm hoping.
They got 2 months till release.
No. I'm talking post launch.
Yeah.
I'm talking post launch.
Yeah. I was like,
We're
they're
talking
not-
hopefully you're going to start to see some of the Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 maps. I would love to see Karkan come back.
Oh, Karkan's great.
Yeah. And the last time they brought that back was Battlefield 3. Fantastic map.
Yeah.
Played really well in that game. If you start bringing back the old maps, because that's the thing, we don't need new maps. You already have a fucking
Firestorm.
Give me Caspian.
you have a Rolodex of maps the community likes. They play well and they're massive. Just import them to Battlefield 6, update them a little bit here and there, and you're going to be good.
So Squad
Yeah.
44 used to be Postscriptum, man. They just did. Is it Iwo Jima?
Yeah, Iwo Jima.
Yeah, I saw a video of that.
Yeah,
It's 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah.
it looks sick.
That's insane.
Like we probably saw the same video.
Yeah.
But like I was watching, I was like, "That's fucking."
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks insane, but it's 1-to-1.
Yeah.
The fucking map is 1-to-1. That's how it should be, man.
Dude, that's like the first time that you got me to play Arma 3, and I was like, this is the map?
Oh, dude.
And you're like, yeah, it's Altus. It's like 128 square miles. I was like, this is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's massive.
Because I was coming from Battlefield. But,
I brought Schmiggy on to Arma Reforger once.
oh boy, how'd that go?
So I was like, all right, like it was his first time playing, and I'm like, spawn at this base, I'll pick you up, we'll go here. He spawned at the wrong base, and I'm like, all right, you're gonna have to meet us here. So I'm like, you're gonna have to land nav, and he's like, all right. He's driving into enemy territory. He's like, I don't see any of the landmarkers you're telling me about. I'm like, no, you have to take your compass out. Where are you going? Use the map.
Oh my God.
But it was a funny, like, in my head, I'm like, if you've never played this type of game, you're like, where's the compass? Like, there's nothing on the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where I am on the map. There's no marker.
Can a map be too big? Because you mentioned a continent.
No.
No.
If you're playing Arma and you have a continent and you have to move troops from one part of the continent to another,
Okay.
you're doing air travel
Yeah.
and there's no fast travel system.
Nope.
You've never seen Armor Logistics trucks.
Remember
There are people.
remember
okay.
the World of Warcraft episode of South Park?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
what you have.
Think of it. If you wanted to take a plane from here to California, right? You have to go to the airport with your character. You got to move your character to the airport. You got to get on the plane. You got to take that flight. You got to go there,
Yeah.
right? That's days. Maybe not days. Hours. Days, right?
It's definitely ours, but
By the time you're done playing this game, you're going to be the guy from the South Park episode.
no, but
the World of Warcraft.
No, yeah, maybe, but there are whole groups. So Arma, because of Arma 3 specifically, because of the size and the scale, and because you can literally do anything, right? So in the military, there's 1,000 different jobs, right? There's infantrymen, there's fucking boat crews, there's air crews. There are players that only play like logistical transport. There's DLC. So the what are they called? There's mods for the game where it makes the service of the aircraft. So once the aircraft lands, right, it flew for 2 hours. Now there's 10 hours of fucking work, or however it would work in the game, where it's like all the tools, the lift, everything. So this player basically plays as an aircraft mechanic. Like, people do that.
And like it's common. It's not even like uncommon. It's not like, oh, look, that weird guy. It's like super common.
A lot of the helicopter pilots get a lot more glory, right? Because they're transport or Cobras, or like the weapon systems in the helicopters or airplanes or everything. Like, you have to know how they work. Like, you could spend 1,000 hours perfecting infantry combat and then spend another 1,000 hours learning about the Stryker or the Abrams or the fucking Apache, the UH-60, fucking everything. Like, it gets so deep. Like, it's insane, and I love that. I fucking love that. I love that helicopters are hard to fly because you have to know about physics, right? I fucking love it, dude. I spent many, many hours just learning how to land a helicopter quickly.
Are these Arma maps all PvP?
No.
No.
it's all based on server.
It's a sandbox, right? So Arma Reforger is PvP right now, but
Like when we would play Arma 3, it was all PvE for the most part.
for the most part, yeah. But there are large scale wars that are happening on giant fucking maps where like logistics are a thing and resources, bullets, beans, band-aids, all that shit. People go into the fucking weeds, man. And it's cool as shit.
Yeah, like
It's cool as shit. And they just ported over from Reforger some sort of code to Arma 3 to make it run better. And the last time I was messing around with Arma 3, like, my frames were like through the roof.
So another Anastasia campaign.
Maybe. Anastasia's fun. Yeah.
That's PvE. So that's like you start with like 4 dudes and a stick,
Yeah.
and you have to take over an entire map.
You have to like raise an army and create a rebellion.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you actually start with like maybe a shotgun, maybe a
It's like a slam fire shot.
So how do you raise your army? Are these like NPCs that you
Yeah.
recruit?
Yeah. Yeah, either
And you
that
have to steal
or your
supplies.
friends. Like I don't know that there's an upper limit.
No,
actually.
there's not, because like Drewski would run an Arma 3 Anastasi server that was like a 24-hour server.
Yeah,
And I think it had like 100 slots.
yeah.
How in depth are the NPCs? Like,
Pretty.
are they living their daily lives?
Yeah.
No,
Is there dialogue?
I feel like that's still dependent on mods.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
mods.
There is,
But
it is
like-
mods. Yeah,
For Anastasi.
it's an old game, 2014, I think.
Something
Arma
like
3 came out.
that.
But everything you're describing is not from the release. This is all added on after.
There's like 90,000 mods for this.
Yeah, the
There's a
Arma community
GMR.
is
There's a
wild.
GMR mod.
Yeah. There's the problem with some of the Arma mods is that you get someone like Kevin that has 250 mods turned on, and then you have people like Dave and I where we have like 50. And then Kevin's running around with a backpack and a helmet, and you can't see his gun and you can't see his
'Cause you
t-shirt.
don't
so
have
he
the
just
mod.
looks like he's wearing, his fucking tighty whities and that's it. Because he has a bunch of very specific niche cry precision JPC with pouches and this spot
Yeah.
mod, and you don't have that because you don't want to run 250 mods and like brick your computer.
Yeah.
Kevin must have a crazy computer.
No, he just has cheats and hacks.
Oh, for real.
But back on the tangent of Anastasi, you start as a small civilian faction against, let's just say, NATO and Russia warring. You get to choose which factions are warring, and your goal is to kick both of them off of your island because it's your island. But it's like 180 square kilometers.
This just sounds like Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, and
Kind of.
for you to secure supplies, you have to raid outposts and towns and like convince the town people to join you by like kicking the factions out of the area. And then you steal these supply crates and bring them back to your base. And once you hit a certain percentage of items in your inventory of one item, you get an unlimited amount.
Yeah.
We usually have it set to like 25.
Yeah.
So if you get 25 249s, you now have unlimited 249s.
It took us, I think the first campaign we did was on Altus,
Yeah.
which is like 128 square kilometers. And it took us like 2 months.
Yeah.
It was fucking fun, dude.
But we like
What happens when you log off? Like, you guys, all right,
You
we're
can
gonna
save the
stop
server.
here.
Well,
When you get
save
back
it.
on, you
Yeah.
respawn where you logged off.
Because we don't, well, we tried, because we don't have a dedicated server. It just at that time was running off of my computer. So my computer was the server. So then at the end of the night, everybody would log off. You throw all your shit in the stash, right? So you don't lose it. And then I would save the game. And then once everybody logged off, I would log off. So then that would pause.
Yeah. Which is also probably better because if we didn't do that and it was running persistent, we would have started it and then we would have came back the next day and Kevin, no lifing the game, would have won it for us.
Yeah. But it's cool. Like the two, there's even a fourth faction now. There's like another rebel group that's also trying to kick them off, but they don't like you. So they'll attack you and shit. And then the occupying force is fighting the invading force plus you.
This is all Arma 3?
Yeah, it's Armor 3. Yeah.
You need a PC for it.
Yeah.
It's fucking fun.
Reforger
It
is on
sounds
console.
very fun.
It's incredibly fun.
Yeah.
Reforger has something similar, but it's not.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not even remotely the same. And like, there's got to be somebody working on it right now. Because Anastasi has to be one of the most successful mods.
Yeah.
They've updated it like 1,400 times. Like, such a good mod.
Because like I looked forward to that. Like we had a group chat for Arma and it's just like 7 or 8 o'clock would roll around. David would be like, Arma? Yeah, let's do it. And
There was times we had like 12 people in there.
yeah. And we would play till like midnight.
Nick's flying jets, and we're lasing targets for him to fucking hit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Arma's hard to get off because you like put so much time into it.
It's like a
just to get
sunk
to
fallacy
point.
class.
Yeah, like I put an hour in and I'm like, cool, I'm an hour into the woods. No
Yeah.
one's seen me yet. Like it's
Yeah.
always just some weird.
Well, that's the thing too. Like you can't sit down and play Arma unless you have like 3 hours.
Yeah. And I actually really enjoyed Reforger. Reforger is pretty awesome. I don't like how they're trying to mass market it to everybody, make it accessible to console players and shit. I think you're going to lose a lot of the.
The charm.
Yeah. And like the thing I liked about Arma is that it was hard, right? Like being infantry was fine, but if you wanted to like specialize, you had to like put some work into it. And I feel like now you just jump into a tank and you're like, you can just do everything in the tank. And
Yeah, it took me a while to learn how to drive the.
Could you be a psyop in Arma?
Most servers won't allow that.
I was
But,
gonna
like,
say sometimes we'll have like a John. Like John will be like,
What I mean by psyop is like convincing the locals to join your militia like that. Like your job in your militia that you're creating is the campaign to convince locals to join.
No, because in Anastasi, like the way you get the locals over to your side is by like convincing the town to switch over, and the way you convince the town to switch over is like
Kill the bad guys.
kill the bad guys.
yeah. find the cops, kill them.
But like
Then the military gets sent it. But they send like QRFs and shit. Like there's random patrols, there's random roadblocks. So you're just driving and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, roadblock.
What happens when you die?
Oh, you just respawn back at your hideout.
But if you have an item in your kit that you don't have unlimited of, you're like telling everybody like, hey, grab my shit and like put it in the vehicle because like we don't have unlimited of that. So if you're using the super uber rare gun that you only have 3 of, like, and you die, that sucks to be you. Now there's only 2 unless your friends grab it.
Yeah, when you respawn back.
Yeah, what is this?
Like
you have up to 25 guns, then you have unlimited. Like if I have an M249, I can pick up another M249.
So you have to bring everything to your stash.
Yeah. So imagine it being like a giant fucking crate because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And if you have 14, but you just killed an entire squad of dudes and like 3 of them had 249s, you can take those 249s and now there's 17 in the box. And when you hit 25, it goes from having 25.
But you have to
physically
pick it up off of them.
Yeah. So what'll end up happening is
can
like
you carry 2 M249s?
No. Well,
you can if you have a backpack with enough
I was
room.
just thinking throw them in a car or something. Too.
That's what we, so you'll end up killing a patrol. Maybe there's 12 guys there, and then you'll have a vehicle. You'll drive the vehicle up. Everybody will start like gathering gear, putting it in the vehicle, and then you have to drive that vehicle all the way back to your. Yeah.
How's the inventory system for the vehicles? Like if it's a flatbed, could you just like
pretty much?
Is it
it's
just
an
like
invisible storage bin?
Yeah. It sometimes like if you're raiding somebody else's arsenal though.
Yeah, like if you're raiding,
you can actually put it in the back of the truck. It's very clunky. It's 2014. Game stuff.
But like if you hit an outpost, like he's referring to the arsenal, that's the box I'm talking about. There might be 1 or 2 at an outpost or a base. So as long as you don't blow it up by accident, you can then drive a truck over and load it in the back of the truck. But the truck still has an invisible inventory that you can throw extra shit in. And then once you go put the vehicle in the garage, air quotes, which is still just the box, it all magically transfers to your inventory. So like after we do like a pretty big hit and you get like a pretty lucrative box, you'll just see like white text on the side of your screen. It's just like, you have all these items unlocked now. You're like, fuck yeah.
Gotcha.
Still don't have all the SR25s though, so can't use it.
We found, we did a raid on like a seaport. And so all the items in the crate at the seaport were like sea related. So there was like wetsuits, rebreathers and shit. And then it was like we saw all that stuff and like, we need to find MP5s. And so we like took that, got it back and then found some MP5 somewhere. And then we all kitted up in wetsuits and rebreathers and did a nighttime like Zodiac ride out, got in the water, scuba dived onto the beach and went and like killed a general like deep in enemy territory and then like came back out, exfilled.
But also make sure. Like,
did you have like flippers on too?
Yeah.
Were you walking through the woods with flippers?
No. Well, once you get out of the water, he like stows the flippers somehow. I don't remember how, but
that is so.
But you also have to like mark on the map where you left your boat because you have to be able to swim back to it. Because it's not like Call of Duty where you just see empty vehicle. No, like mark on the map where you left your vehicle.
Why are MP5s like the gun of choice for scuba shit?
Because it looks cool.
Yeah,
I think that is
because of Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I was gonna say Charlie Sheen's Navy SEALs.
Yeah,
but anyway, Anthony, you know what time it is? It's Normie.
Yay!
What do you got today, Jordan? I know we had a couple.
This is one that came up in conversation earlier today. Is it normie to have multiple flashlights on your gun at one time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Why do you need multiple flashlights on your gun?
Well, it depends. So, multiple white flashlights, multiple IR flashlights. I mean,
I'm assuming white lights.
This has got to be. We're talking about Rich's gun.
We're talking about Rich's gun because Richie wants to put 4 lights on a gun.
4.
Why?
Yeah.
Why 4?
No, Richie is okay. Rich is doing the Airsoft equivalent of like rich people pretending to be homeless because it's just like a fun weekend to pretend to be poor, like the peons. Rich is like, I'm going to pretend to be normie, man. Like, hey, man, let's put 4 flashlights on the gun, man.
There's now companies that are making dual head Surefire bodies, so you can have one light that has 2 heads on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Rich is like, I'm going to buy 2 of those, and I'm going to put 4 heads.
Inventing that product cheaper than just getting a brighter flashlight with more lumens?
Well, it's a switch between IR and
white.
The 2 heads is one's IR.
That makes sense. Okay. I'm still stuck on white light.
Yeah, but Surefire came out with the vampire head where you just rotate the head and it goes from white light to IR.
Yeah, like there are flashlights that do toggle between IR and white light. So you only need 1 flashlight.
Yeah, I still don't understand why 4.
So we can have 2 white lights and 2 IR lights.
But why?
So one can be a flood, one can be a disperse beam, or one can be a tight beam. One IR can be a tight beam and the other IR can be a flood.
For Airsoft though?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is normie because if you have all those flashlights, you're playing the story in your head. So yeah, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to be posted up in a building, and when I need to use the beam, I'm going to turn the beam on, and then I have my floodlight when I just scan the area while I'm shooting all these bad guys because I'm going to kill all of them because I'm the best. I'm John Wick. And the IR light is one I noticed that they don't have nods, and I really want to sneak up on them. I want to get that floodlight on them. Like
He's going to have a keyboard on his fucking rail.
There has to be a whole scenario.
He's gonna have a keyboard,
right? Like press F1 for low
well,
beam.
that's up there. Slightly off topic, similar. There's a dude in the UK that made an airsoft sniper rifle and M4 in the same gun. So it's an M4, lower receiver, upper receiver, and then over the top of it, like a shell, is a silverback SRS with the bolt action behind it. So the stock has the bolt action here. And on the front of the gun, there's a pressure switch. And when he presses the pressure switch and pulls the trigger, it fires the bolt action. When he releases the pressure switch and fires the trigger, it fires the M4.
Okay, so the engineering I'm impressed with.
Yes.
The usefulness is
It's ridiculous.
That's like one of those. It's like one of those early 2000s contenders for like the next generation weapon program.
Yeah.
It's like
I watched it and I was like, this looks like the XM25.
yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
It's
But I
weird.
can't see it being useful.
Hey, I'm happy with the engineering. I think that's fucking impressive. I couldn't even fathom.
Yeah, did he build it himself?
He did. He built it himself.
You'd have. Do you think they fucking make that?
Well, I don't know if it was like
Of course
a
they
company.
fucking
I don't
built-
know if it was a company.
Dude,
like, look at
the
what we're
way that
doing
he
over
was
here.
talking about it, I was like, this is like a professional thing. Like, who made this? And I realized it was like, oh no, this guy made this.
SRS type.
Oh, all right.
This
Well,
is designed and made so that you do not need to have a secondary weapon.
Captain Price, why?
Secondary.
And so you've got your sniper rifle, and you've
It
also
kind of looks
got
like the that Walther 2000.
attached to your sniper
it
rifle.
looks like something I'd shoot drones down with.
Oh, yeah, right.
Is you pull the trigger, it fires the lower section. To fire the
See how he's rocking back and forth?
yes,
This looks like the kind of gun that like
That's his nerves. He knows how cringy it really is. He's
This
just
look-
like,
it's like something Chris Pratt would have in like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
this
So hold on.
I mean, hey, A+ on the engineering.
I mean, practically speaking, if you're playing airsoft, you can have a green tag M4 and then the red tag sniper.
From a ref's perspective, this gun's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you just, there's so much room to accidentally shoot somebody.
With a 500 FPS gun
Yeah.
point blank.
If they
Which
had-
I like that the sniper rifle part, you have to actively press the button up front and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But from a ref's perspective, this is
So is that like a mechanical button though?
no, it's an electronic button. Like it's just the pressure switch from a Surefire light.
Fancy.
So he has done some kind of electrical work that like the gun knows when to fire the bolt gun.
Yeah, what happens when that fucks up?
I have no idea.
It rains.
What kind
He's
of
just
battery do you need?
murdering
How many
everybody.
batteries do you need? Because it's an HPA gun. Is it like running the M4 and the bolt gun off the same battery?
The suppressors.
Well, he was racking the bolt gun, so that's spring.
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of like, there's got to be something electrical inside to tell the bolt gun to fire now.
Why wasn't that the normie question?
Well, I mean, we're making it
Jeez
the norm.
That's
Louise.
not a normie can't pull that off.
No, you're
No,
right.
that's the
Yeah,
thing,
you're
too.
right. You're right.
That's
right.
like
That's engineering level 10.
that is nuts.
Have you? There's kids that come here with the periscopes on their gun. Have you seen them?
Yes, I have.
I love that.
That's genius.
I'm not. You haven't seen this? Well, you don't play.
Yeah, he doesn't play.
Thanks, Mitch.
He doesn't fucking play.
They'll like. It's usually in like Moscow, see them, but like they have periscopes literally like on the side of their gun.
those.
So like they'll come up to the wall and they're like, "Hold on, it's clear." And I'm like, "Oh fuck yeah, thanks, dog. That's great." Like,
Okay, if a guy in World War II kit has a periscope,
Nope.
that's lore accurate.
Yep.
Um,
I don't know why they attach it to the gun. I feel like it's more versatile if it's just handheld.
I think so. Like the first room we went in, I think it was on the left, right? So he like put it up and went around, worked perfectly, right? In theory,
Yeah.
worked perfectly.
Yeah.
We went around. It's in the L next to the mosque. We went to the next door, and he like flipped the gun around, and he's like, "I can't really see with the mag." And I'm looking at him like,
Yeah. There's your design flaw.
I was like, now we have solutions. We're gonna start working.
That's
for
it.
It's,
has anybody tried to make an airsoft 25mm airburst?
No.
are you gonna do it? You should do it.
Like if it'll be smaller than a tag in, and if it's like a foam projectile, you can actually get some good range from it.
I mean, Tag already has airburst stuff.
Yeah, the fate rounds they go off after.
But that's like
5.
a 40 mil.
No, I get what you're
and
saying.
it is a bigger projectile.
Technically, it tags 38. Yeah,
like a 25 mil would be smaller. It might be
faster.
faster, but like you can make it foam.
Is it going to be any more safe and any less loud?
Oh, I have no idea, dude. I mean,
You're just spitballing here.
I really am. I mean, the advantage of the 40 mil, which really it's smaller than 40 mil, the tag-in rounds, is they're big enough to where you can house the pyrotechnics. And there's even like 209 primer blank fire projectiles that exist. And part of what makes them safe is that they're big enough to create crumple zone and have enough foam. If it's like 25 mil and you were to do a primer, no way. The primer's not going to shrink. The pyrotechnics, yeah.
The other thing, though, that periscope thing you're talking about, that only sees like 12 degrees. So unless
give
he's
them a
like,
lot of credit.
unless he's good enough to like hold it out there and like pivot the gun around, so you'd be like, oh,
No, he literally rubs it against the door jamb and hopes that he's like seeing him. But he's small, man.
he's small, but I also like
angle.
I crush all their dreams whenever I see a kid show up with that because there's like a refractor in there, so you can look through it, like look down your sights, but then you can like turn the gun to the side. I'm like, that's blind fire.
When I was still a normie,
That's a good point.
I had
Yeah, it
a
is.
tactical mirror I'd slide it behind one of my M4 mags in my pouch, and it was for looking around corners, and I never used it.
I also don't think that's that normie
Yeah, what makes you normie at that point?
I got it.
from a movie.
No, I got it because Brill Armory sold it at the time. I was maybe like 14. And I was like, oh, I'll actually use this. I never actually used it, but
Okay, so
the expectation that you're going to be looking around corners with the mirror.
But like also I'm thinking about it like you could use that as like a survival mirror, like you could use it as a signal.
So partially that, but
Yeah,
this also circles back to another point that I made.
If you're doing recce in the woods,
I'm
like,
just saying when you're saying normie, I'm
When you're
like,
playing
to me,
like
if you have
a-
a mirror,
you're playing
I'm thinking you're going 5
30
steps
minutes
ahead.
of full field conquest.
You're lost
So-
in the back. You're like,
It's just too much shit.
So this kind of circles back to a point that I made. I forgot what piece of kit we were talking about when I was having this conversation, but I said that a lot of this cool guy shit that you want to use, Airsoft is too fast for. Not in the terms of like running. The games progress too fast for a lot of this cool guy shit. The mirror would work really well in a super slow paced game where it's like, oh, we actually need to take a second to like, I don't know, look around the corner. Airsoft happens so fast. Like the games progress so quickly that for kit like that, or super crazy diverse radio setups, like we don't need it for open play because these games are 45 minutes to an hour. You know where the other team is. They know where you are. We're not sneaking 4 or 5 miles through the woods at MSW going prone to avoid the technical that's driving by and doesn't know there's enemies in the area. That makes sense for games like that. For an Airsoft game where shit goes fast, like you're not going to see me at AMS going like, oh, hey, let's like take a little mirror or like throw out a robotic drone that like we can drive. No, you don't need that because we know where the bad guys are. It's an Airsoft game. We can hear them. We can see them. They're spawning there. We're spawning here.
Yeah.
There's not that unknown, and that unknown being the terrain, the area, because it's so vast. Same thing with video games, Call of Duty, Battlefield versus Arma. With Arma, we could be walking for 3 hours.
Yeah, literally.
We literally could be walking for 3 hours to go hit an objective. Dave will probably agree with this. We did a hit with the Grimnir boys in a Reforger server. We walked for 45 minutes.
Well, hold on. Call of Duty's really fast, but you still have time to deploy a trophy system in RCXD.
Sure. And that makes sense in that
A sentry
environment,
gun.
It's different. It's so
Do you know why it
different.
works
It's
in
so
Call of Duty
different.
and not in real life?
because it doesn't.
Because it does come out of my butt pocket.
About to say it.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, all those items are carried in your prison pocket.
Like my favorite is bringing somebody into an Arma server and they're like, "Well, I have 2 box mags for the saw and I can't walk." And I'm like, "Well, it's because that weighs you down."
You are
That
over
actually-
cucumbered and
That
cannot
just
run.
triggered what it was. It was the Claymore conversation with Josh because Josh bought the Stingray Claymores. And I'm like, this is cool. Airsoft happens too fast. In the same way, the Stingray AT4 would be cool if we could find a way to implement it. But a lot of these games progress so quickly that it's not worth carrying something that is kind of niche, not normie, just cool-ish if you find the right application for it. I think you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
In the same way that fucking Periscope blind fire machine. That's just normie.
I don't know. My kit is literally just built so I could fix my gas blowback on the field and carry water.
Here's a debate question.
Yeah.
If you're using a periscope, is it blind
It's
fire?
blind fire.
Yeah, but to look around the corner,
To look around the corner, no. The moment you pull your trigger, to me, it's blind fire.
Even if you're looking at what you're shooting at.
how would you be looking at your shit? What you're shooting at if you're using
Well,
periscope?
so let's put it this way. If you,
I mean, how do you look at what you're shooting at when you shoulder your rifle and aim down your sights?
Yeah, but
Some
if
people
you-
really suck at it, like stormtroopers.
There's an argument to be made.
There's a skill level that makes it not blind firing.
like every James Bond villain.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made that part of seeing down your sights includes your peripheral vision. So if I can only see that 12 degrees of straight where my reticle's looking, that doesn't stop me from seeing the dude without eye pro walking in the way. Or that doesn't stop me from seeing, if I have an LMG that I'm about to blind fire with this periscope thing, the dude that's about to walk in front of the doorway and I'm going to break my med.
Okay.
Because it's taking away.
Let's push it further. You have a little FPV drone, right? You have a drone.
Yeah.
Instead of using the periscope to look around that corner, you have the drone feed. Here's the corner. And as I'm looking at the drone feed, I can see that peripheral. There's some kid without eye pro might be walking there. And I stick my gun out and I'm like, oh, yep, I see myself.
That's even more egregious blind fire because now you're not actually looking where the muzzle's going. You're just basing it off of what you see with the drone.
Yeah. Also,
the
I mean, I
FAA
would never do this
who the
stuff.
fuck
but
would do that?
I'm just.
He's playing devil's advocate,
Yeah.
but also the FAA would immediately be calling you to ask you to put that drone on the ground.
like, oh, I threw a ball with a camera into the room. I'm gonna find him. I'm just gonna.
Like all this shit sounds really cool, and you can apply it in video games or in a large
It
scale.
reminds me of China, to be honest.
USA, China.
Number one.
Number one.
Oh, number one.
No, I mean, we see normie shit all the time. The problem is the other normie topic that we accidentally talked about on the last podcast. It was breaching shotguns. Yeah, that episode hasn't come out yet, but we talked about breaching shotguns by accident for like 10 minutes about how unnecessary they are in airsoft. I'm assuming you would agree.
There's a lot, but there's so much that's unnecessary in airsoft.
Okay, so what's something that's unnecessary in airsoft?
BBs. For
No,
the
not
same reason
BBs.
breaching shotguns are useless. You are shooting them with the plastic pellet. It's not penetrating them and killing them and making them go down. They're pretending to get hit and go down. Same way with the breaching shotgun, you're pretending like it's actually unlocking the door. The door just has to call its hit.
Yeah. What door is there? There's no doors
Yeah,
here.
we have curtains.
What are you breaching? Well, technically, if you breach the curtain and then it opens a little bit and then someone else shoots through. But then that's like the 4 white lights. Like I'm going to torch them and then I'm going to switch. It's the same.
I'm going to hit him with my first white light and then my second white light and then my third eye.
What about those breachers?
For what doors?
For the curtains.
It's just for the contact box.
You could just use your barrel. You could just take your barrel and whip the curtain out
You
of the
know,
way.
but it's real life, right? We need the heavy thing, right? So you go and hit the curtain. Little Timmy's behind the curtain. Just pop! Goes flying back, just boom, hits the wall in the Connex
This is
box.
the same reason why airsofters can't have doors, because then you go to bash the door and then little Timmy's on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
No,
It's just going to take one kid that's playing it to love his life.
that's ridiculous.
That's all it's going to be.
Sorry, my stomach turned and it was an emergency. But anyway, it's been quite some time. Maybe start wrapping this baby up.
Yeah.
So periscopes is blind firing.
Technically,
2 lights on your gun. If they're both white light, normie. If it's a white light and an IR light, I'm going to assume that you're balling on a budget and you got the cheapest of both options because it was cheaper than getting an all-in-one. Less
We
normie.
have a white light and a strobe light.
Poor does not equal normie.
No.
no.
This is just like what we were discussing while you were in the bathroom. Some of these things that we look at are like, oh, that's stupid for airsoft. It's just because airsoft happens too fast.
Yeah.
Like claymores and your mirror to look around the corner. It's all because the game of airsoft progresses too quickly. In a large scale game like MSW where it's 40 hours long and you have time to deploy all this shit, sure, cool.
That's also based on the player, though. I don't know. I'm such a hater of the kits, so it's different. I don't know. I see someone with like the full decked out plate carrier, and I'm like,
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like specific like items, like
Yeah, like
equipment items.
like a breach shotgun.
like the same thing I said to Josh. Like the Claymore is cool, man, but airsoft happens so fast that by the time you set that up, you're actually walking back to respawn because you got shot.
Yeah, for open play, sure.
Yeah.
But
I
for
was-
like,
I was just about to say for PLA, that was basically what was happening is we were setting up the trip mines, and granted it was friendlies that were walking through it, but something was happening and we would have to leave, and then I'm like, it's taking us 3 hours to do 3 trip lines. Like it's
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at Iron Horse last year, when I was the only one who survived till Sunday, and I was 41 years old, and all these young bucks quit.
They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah.
brother.
when men were men.
Soft hands, brother.
I mean, I was behind their fucking lines. I could have set up. I had plenty of time in that. But
Maybe we bring the Claymore.
I think Josh is bringing the Claymore.
Yeah, Josh is definitely bringing. He's been talking about it nonstop.
The sad
Oh
part
my
is
God.
you're not going.
Can we play Home Alone and Iron Horse?
We just start tripwiring stairs.
Yeah, just like marbles on the ground.
Well, actually, so I think
I'll bring the cinder blocks.
we'd have to read AMS's rules because I remember seeing something about tripwires.
I show up on the top of the stairs like, by the way, guys, I have a tarantula.
Robotic spider.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, good night. God bless. We're out.